an actual bird that just flew in to your room. and I was concerned.
My reaction was, oh no, bird.
He's like, oh no, bird.
Oh, no, bird.
Oh no, bird. Yeah. Hello, everyone. Hi. Welcome to this belated, am I using that right? Belated episode. We're meant to be in last fortnight, but we weren't because we were having things. We're having things.
I was dying. I don't know about y'all, but like legitimately this close to just being like, shoot me out back, chief.
See ya.
Bye. Yeah, and I was suffering from an unknown illness that's been affecting me for the last 6 years that I've just had officially diagnosed, which is great. I mean, it's sad, but it's good. So
Progress.
it's progress.
Slow, steady.
It's what I want. So yes, that's fun. But yeah, so we had some stuff going on. Hi, Gun. Welcome to the program. So good to see you.
Brah.
Brah, brah. Yeah. Brah, brah, brah. Don't know where that's come from.
Was that one rapper did or something like that?
What?
Yes, exactly. He's like, this guy coming out with that gun. And the guy sitting across from him goes, what the fuck kind of gun is that? Dead ass.
Speaking of rap, so I was doing some research after our last game because I've heard the term simp thrown around quite a lot. And
We have gun in the chat.
He's a simp.
Yeah, because I remember the last couple of minutes of the last episode.
Sounded like
Hey! Thank you for simping out for 3 months, Gun.
Damn.
Very
You've
good. Thank you, guys.
subscribed to us for 3 months. I'm so happy.
Aw.
Thank you.
So what did your research about simping entail, Brodie?
It started in rap music. The term
Oh,
simp started in because it was sucker with an A, idolizing mediocre, the P word. So yeah. Which
you're so cool and good at explaining things.
I am so good. Yeah, so that's where that term started from.
I don't know what it actually stands for now, even though it's very much the definition of it has completely been removed.
Yeah.
Much akin to third wave feminism. Not going to talk about.
Yeah. So basically, yeah, simp, the term simp, history lesson for you, started from there. Originally, simp was used as an abbreviation of simpleton. And when I first heard simp, that's what I thought it meant. And I think it was actually Gun changing his name in our Discord to simp, where I was like, okay, I think I'm missing context here. Some vital context. And now I have the context.
Now you got it.
And so when now that I've committed, turn this into some sort of dating RPG, yes, there will be a simp stat involved somehow.
Oh my god.
So
Nice.
I don't know how that's going to work, but
You'll work
yeah,
it out. You always
I'll
do.
figure it out. My brain will figure it out eventually. But yeah. Well, that's good to
I
know,
know.
Go.
Maybe it could be a background stat that your characters can't actually see, but it's something that you assign to that person based off of
Your hidden MR.
like hidden MMR sort of thing. Like how much a character likes you / how much that your character seems to be simping for another character.
Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking. It could be like a defensive stat, like how much do you fall in love? Like you got to roll to see if you fall in love too quickly, kind of thing. And it's like roll for simp. Yeah, yeah. So
Roll for simp.
Well,
Roll
that
for
would mean then that the higher you roll, the more likely you are to simp.
yeah, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, so that was what I did 2 weeks ago when we couldn't play. I did research, so there you have it.
Time well spent.
Time
Dude.
very well spent, I feel. Yeah.
Good self-education.
That edubation. Yeah. Right. Well, we should get into it. Probably. Start with
Maybe.
Kevin McLeod. Thank you for the background vibes you're going to be hearing, the music, the sounds you'll be hearing in the background of today's episode, provided through Roll20. Thank you so much, Kevo, as we've so...
Oh shit! Do you need us on Roll20?
I mean, if you want to. If you want some spooky background noise, there is going to be spooky background noise for you guys to listen to on there.
Spooky background.
Or spooky backgrounds, then pop into the Roll20. And for those who are listening and like the spooky background noise, head over to Roll20 yourself. Check out Kevin MacLeod's stuff on there through the Incompetech tab in the music area. And get some spooky, some fantasy, some 80s, some synth vibes if you want, provided through there. So thank you.
Some what vibes?
Some synth vibes.
Ah, I thought you were doing a
He was saying
callback.
simp again.
No,
Simp
I
vibes.
wasn't doing a throwback to 30 seconds ago when we
Miss
had that
Chance
conversation.
there.
Yeah. But yes, so that's who's going to be providing that. Now, so one of you are going to be providing me with a recap of the last episode. One that maybe someone who hasn't seen part 1 would probably be able to follow. So, if anyone is gracious enough to do that for me, I'm going to give you the choice of one of 3 benefits that you can take into the game today. So, it's a prize worth paying for. I'm not going to tell you what those benefits are, but it is a prize worth playing for. For those who are joining us for the first time for this game, this is part 2 of a Friday the 13th special that we made using a game system of my current creation work in progress. It is pretty easy to understand, so it should be pretty easy to translate to first-time watchers. But if you do want to watch part 1 is up on our YouTube channel right now for you to check out. Anyway, coming back on track, who would like to do the recap of part 1?
I
Is
can
that a
do
hand
it.
raise?
Well,
Fair enough.
I'm just doing.
I don't remember what happened
Making a
this
mess.
morning, so I'm
Yeah,
out.
you're out.
I'm
Well, I
between
was
the
going to suggest, since there's 3 supposed rewards, we could split it. We could do true anime friendship, and we could all do it.
Fuck
And
Yeah,
then
but he's the DM, and he might say that's OP, and therefore no.
we all have a prize each.
Well,
But
okay.
it's 1 prize for
So
each, as opposed to.
if we do it that way, Rose, I'm going to have to make it harder for you. So what that means is that if you want to do it that way, I will recap what has happened so far, but ask each of you for a key piece of information that has happened. And if you can't answer that question without me giving you the answer to it, you won't get a bonus. And then that runs the risk of everyone, not one of you, getting a bonus. So it depends on how you want to play it.
That sounds like high school teacher days, and that sends me into a state of massive panic. But this is a
Well,
horror
I mean,
show.
it's perfect as a horror show about high school students, so...
There we go. done.
Oh,
I'm
Kind
on
of
for
on
that.
that. I'm cool to do whatever because I'm semi-confident in like half of what I remember. And
Okay.
I can roll off shit from wherever.
Yeah, me too. But I like everyone getting involved.
Do you
Okay.
want to give it a try, Kelly?
I don't. No, I don't
Well,
think I will
you
be
just
able
have to remember Xavier's stuff.
Not unless I get the easiest question, like
yeah.
what game.
Do
Well,
it,
you
mate.
might
can do it.
you
I
might
believe
remember
in
it
you.
from what Brodie tells you. I don't know.
Yeah, and I'll play charades. It'll be fun.
All right, sure.
Okay. All right. So I'll start off with you guys are about to start your final year of high school. You all had a brief little origin / flashback story that introduced you to a connection to a couple of characters in your life and in the world of the game before we transported to waiting to go onto a coach bus to take you to a summer camp of which you have been selected to be cabin leaders for this summer's camp. Now, you... Oh, here's one.
Oh, no. Oh no!
Frankie,
Yo, what up?
what was the name of the lake that you were going to for summer camp?
Oh shit, that's actually a really good one.
They're all going to be like that. We're gonna be
Yeah, they're going to be miscellaneous information, not story
Back to
related.
the VOD. Back to the VOD. Back to the VOD.
Am I capable of trying to consult my possible notes? Because I don't actually know where I put them real quick.
I mean, notes are fair game, right?
I'll give you a minute to have a look into that.
1 hour later.
She out. All
Just
right.
let her watch a 3-hour stream on YouTube.
Well, that part of it, that piece of information was pretty early on, so we would hope it would take no more than about half an hour to get to. But I don't know. And then, Gun, if you know the answer, feel free to help her out.
And then Gun can have the reward. Gun
Yeah.
can have Frankie's reward.
Yeah. All right. Cool. So.
Fuck, did I put my goddamn notes?
So you all piled onto the cabin, listening to the popular radio, and Tiffany was hearing a couple of her favourite songs on the coach. And Rosie, can you tell me what the 2 chart toppers are in this particular month of 1987? And
The first one was Aha Men, Take on Me, right?
nope.
Yeah.
That was one you mentioned, but not one of the 2 that were topping the charts at that time. And yes, I did tell you the 2 songs that were topping the charts at that time.
I can remember one of them.
Celine Dion.
Is that your final answer?
Well, you said no to Aha Men for some reason because you're horrible.
Why did I throw that all over across the...
So, like My Heart Will Go On.
We're off to a great start.
And you can tell we pay attention to these random things that don't need to be remembered.
I am so scared for mine.
And
I
don't
know.
worry, if we're all failing together. And yeah, I'm gonna stick with Celine Dion's "My Heart Will Go On," and it's gonna be another like stupid heartthrobby thing.
I think
I
I'm
don't
gonna have to give you a timeout. Yeah, no, you were wrong. So Bon Jovi's "Wanted Dead or Alive" and Whitney
Oh, okay.
Houston's "I Want to Dance with Somebody."
Oh,
Where,
Yeah, I was gonna say it's Whitney Houston. The lake is definitely not fucking cold, Whitney Houston. I feel like
No, it's not. So you fail, Rose, so you don't get a bonus either.
That's fine.
You did. So you traveled to the lake. I almost said the name. You traveled to the lake and the summer camp that was there. Hey, Olaps, thank you for subscribing for 2 months.
Hey.
And yes, please grab your popcorn, make yourself comfortable, settle in. It's going to be a bumpy ride, I'm sure.
one fucking time that I don't take notes
Shut your
because
mouth,
you're
Gun.
just like, oh yeah, it's just gonna be the one session, don't worry. Fuck me dead. Yeah, I'm kind of at a loss there, but I feel like it had something to do with like a log or something like that. I don't know why. Like I could be thinking just a fucking logwood cabin around there.
Yeah.
That's probably what I'm thinking of.
Well, I
but-
did say in the description of it, it was a traditional log cabins, but I'm not going to accept that answer. The answer was red lake. The color red. Red
Lake.
lake.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, like blood.
Yes.
Oh.
Wow.
You'll find out that I
Wow.
actually dropped a few little sprinkles of some hints.
It was blood.
So Red Lake is where you went to, which is outside of Arkham, Massachusetts, which is where
That's
you're
right.
all from. Massachusetts. And you're in for about 9 weeks worth of this summer camp. Through the first few weeks, you all got to know each other a little bit. You learned a little bit about responsibility. You've learned a lot about not being responsible.
That's Stephanie mostly.
Yeah,
me, I'm
for
more
sure.
responsible.
Yeah,
That's true.
Xavier has actually been pretty damn awesome. with his leadership skills. So well done, Xavier.
That's a good boy.
And Xavier has been very concerned through this trip about one of the teachers that has been with you guys. What was the name of the teacher that was ill and you were very upset or concerned about his well-being?
This is the coach, wasn't it? This
Yeah.
is Coach.
This is Coach, yep.
Coach what?
Exactly, Coach what?
Coach Hart?
I love you, Kelly. I love you on this particular day. Only on this day.
Coach
Only on one day.
Friday?
Around one day of the entire year.
Man.
Valentine! Valentine!
Yes, Coach Valentine was his name. All right,
Congrats,
so
Kel.
with
I
the
know that's not charades.
so with the assistance of Rose, Kel is the only one who actually gets a bonus this game.
It's Friday.
Coach Friday.
Oh my god.
I only love you on Fridays. All right. Well, so we'll come back to your bonus in just a moment. All right. So yes, you've been very concerned about the well-being of Coach Valentine through this trip because he has been showing signs of some sort of strange flu, but then a miraculous recovery, and only to feel and look and act quite sickly again. So being concerned about that, you have through the first few weeks been getting access to some alcohol that a friend of yours, Sydney's brother, had brought in to kind of share around. And Regina, one of Tiffany's friends, is at the cabin as well. And Yuri and your friend Mikhail is there. And although this was going to be a bit of a chance for you guys to get away from the main city and learn a little bit about some spooky, strange rituals that you have in this secret book of yours, you've managed to do some learning, but he just seems to be a little bit disinterested as the trip has gone on. We now cut to about 4 weeks into your 9 weeks at summer camp. And it's a night of a big midsummer bash. You've been down at the lake around a bonfire. Coach Valentine was cooking a barbecue. You're all having a good time, doing a bit of swimming, but it started to get unnaturally cold. Tiffany, you approached Sydney and asked if Sydney could give you some of the alcohol, and if you guys could start having a drink outside of the eyes of the teachers. And Sydney mentioned to you that he had forgotten to bring his alcohol down to the lake, and then have to go back and retrieve it. It was also at this time, I'm going to give you a second chance, Rose, here. It was also at this time that one of the other teachers on the trip with you approached you and asked if you had seen a certain student who was part of your cabin. Now, Tiffany being Tiffany has not been doing roll call every morning and every night and every time they leave the cabin, so she hasn't been keeping track of her students properly. What was the name of the teacher that asked about the name of the other students? I want the student's name and the teacher's name.
Well,
I remember the student was.
I remember the student. The student is Labs.
Yeah, but
AKA George.
Yeah, George. Was it George? Yeah.
Yeah, that's the name of the student. Georgie.
breather.
Yeah, the mouth
George
breather.
George J. Laps. Is the name
Yeah,
of
that's
this.
his name. That's his official name.
That's his full name.
The teacher is not Mr. Garvey because that's the
No.
other one.
It's not Lebowski, but it's something like that.
Go ahead.
Frankie, you
It
came
was.
up with
it was
it.
no.
Just
You
remember
came up with that one. This was the Greek lady. Remember?
Yeah.
Some description.
Something like that.
I was
Lebowski,
really expecting you
Lebowski?
guys to get that. It was so close, but Trabowski was the name. Trabowski
I remember,
was the
like
name.
the Great Lebowski. I was
Yeah.
like, it's something like that.
That was
Something
not
like
my
that. Yeah.
fault. I didn't come up with the fucking name. So
Yeah, so you're not going to get a point for that, unfortunately, because I needed both names for you to do that. Mr. Trabowski asked you to if you'd had seen George, and you have now decided you've got 2 reasons to go back up to the camp away from the lake. 1, to get booze, the bottle of whiskey that Sydney still has left in his cabin, and 2, to go investigate and see if you can find out where George might have gone. So Sydney and the 3 of you have gone to do that. On your way back up to camp, you have noticed that the groundskeepers haven't turned on the main floodlight to illuminate the camp, and the camp is pretty much pitch black, apart from the very small lights that illuminate each of the cabins, so you know where they are located and also where the other main buildings are. One of them being the main recreation building, the other one being the nice big aluminium modern shed that is just behind that. You've walked in to the recreation building after following some suspiciously heavy footprints to find a disgusting, slimy, bizarre-looking creature that seems to be Coach Valentine, wearing his pants and his shoes, his ripped-apart leather jacket. But now, before you was this creature of just bizarre design, a crocodilian head, tentacles popping up, like sharp, pointy tentacles that popping up from his trapezoids. Some dark webbing between his arms and further down his torso. And this weird, dark grey, veiny skin and black and silver eyes. After a quick confrontation, Sydney was quickly torn apart, cracked open and spilled like an egg in front of all of you. And quite shocking moment, but the adrenaline pumping through Urian's veins managed to enable him to summon a control of fire from his hands. Which is the first time you've successfully cast a spell. And you found out this creature definitely does not like fire. And Xavier and Tiffany have been trying and failing to tie this creature up or capture it or keep it still in some way with this net. However, it's not quite working. Xavier has managed to throw the net over the top of the creature, and it is currently stunned from it. Tiffany has just run out of the building and left Xavier and Urian in the same room, in this recreation room of the big recreation hall, and is seemingly running off to go get the alcohol from Sydney's cabin.
That's way more important. Priorities.
That's right.
Very important.
Very important. So,
or else we're gonna brain bleach this shit, you know.
Exactly right. Now, Frankie, I'm going to throw this question at you. This is your last chance, and this is a key piece of information. And if you don't get this, I'm not going to tell you what it is.
Fuck.
But there is one very important thing that is happening tomorrow morning in the game. It's currently about 10:30 at night, and you know that about 9 a.m. there is something that's happening. If you can tell me what that thing is, you will get a choice of one of 3 bonuses.
Wow.
Oh boy. I remember that's why we have the parties, because it's kind of like celebrating some stuff prior to that.
Wasn't some of your spooky shit? It's not like summer
Like
solstice
summoning
or something?
Satan or something?
No, it was
Werewolf
school
shit?
related, because it's all to do with the weird school shit. I feel like it's I remember we were building up to a party,
Brodie's so upset with us.
and then
It was a month ago.
That was a month ago.
It's true. It was a month ago. And
You
I'm
guys
going
are-
off of literally nothing at this stage.
You
Because
guys
I
have done
no
very
notes.
well considering it was a month ago.
I'm trying to figure off something my head here because there was a party that we were doing. Well, we had that party, and then there was a big. So there was that party, and then we're doing the cookout again, which was like another sort of party thing. Checking on everybody going near the lake.
Last year.
I will give you a hint. It might be a big one, it might be a small one. I don't know. It's something the whole camp is doing.
That's that. Yeah, I know that much because like.
It's not graduating or something, is it? Like,
No,
going
because
up the next-
there are young kids and things like that who are not supposed to be a part of it. I don't even know if you've told us this, honestly.
I
I'm
did.
trying to think. You
Because
did?
I re-listened to it. I
Okay.
re-listened to the game today because
should have fucking
I
re-listened
should
to
have
it.
done that.
so it was all fresh in my mind. Yeah. If this is going to be the last chance, if there's anyone in the chat that knows what it is,
Guns,
put it
save
in
us.
there. But if not,
Okay, so
Well,
I
You watched
feel.
Yeah, let's.
Just gonna check. Why not?
Go on,
Troy
George.
has no hope.
What do you-
Don't ask Troy.
You
That
know,
was
okay,
true.
so I'm just gonna throw it out there as a random possible suggestion. I feel like it's some sort of tournament or something like that, or like a race or something to that effect. Something sporting to do with the lake. I don't know exactly what's on my head.
No.
Swimming. Stuff.
I remember it. I like do, but I don't. It's weird. I feel like the second you say it, I'll be like, oh
Probably gonna remember it the second that you say it, but otherwise, like I don't feel like I have enough information right off the top of my head.
yeah. Last was gonna cheat and go check the VOD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, that's it. Yeah, VOD's gone. It is on YouTube. But yeah. But it is. I only said it once, and
Oh well.
so yeah. But yeah,
We have the
no,
attention
I'm not
spans
gonna. And that's the thing. I'm not gonna actually tell you what it was.
Oh,
it's
what
gonna
the
be a surprise now.
Wow.
Aww.
I mean, or is that too mean? Is that too mean?
Nah, go on.
It's just really difficult because I've got no notes, but that's really my own fault, I guess.
Yeah.
Because I took you for your fucking word.
Yeah.
This is just going to be a one shot.
Never
Anyway.
trust
Yeah.
the DM.
Never-
Never said it's gonna be a
No,
one shot.
no, never
Never
trust
trust.
the
It's
DM.
kind of mean. It's kind of mean. All right, Gun. If it's kind of mean, I'll take Gun's word. He just did sub for 3 months, so I guess I got to.
Zip.
He's simped for 3 months.
The bus is coming back to take you all on a trip further up the mountain. So,
Oh, okay.
if you can survive the night, there is hope.
Oh, okay. I was thinking too big. I was
Assuming
like,
the
think it's
mountain
too
is a
big
fucking
thing.
curse.
Well,
Mountain's curse, guys.
so I guess that means that Kel is the only one that got the thingo. So, Kel,
Playing cheat.
you can choose one of 3 bonuses, right?
Okay.
You can either have 1 re-roll.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
You can have one piece of damage be ignored. So, like 1 attack on you, ignore it. Before or after you find out how much damage you take.
Mm-hmm.
Either which way. Or the third one is I will give you an extra 2 skill points to add to your character sheet for this game.
Oh, damn.
I feel like the second's probably the most powerful because you're literally the only one taking damage right now.
That's what I'm thinking. Like
That's
that could
right.
be like, this hit will kill me. I'm gonna just like ignore that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. 1 HP left. This thing's about to rip your
Yeah.
head off. Just be like, nah.
You know what? Nah, I don't
Yeah.
think
I
so,
think
No.
I'll
actually.
take the I don't know what you can call it, but the like second chance, like the
Yeah.
I saw into the future. I'm gonna dodge that.
Yeah, the damage ignore.
It's
All
like
right.
it's like that's so Raven. It's like, and you're like oh.
Car! Yeah.
Yeah.
Describe it exactly like that too, please.
All right. Cool. Easy. Done. That is your bonus for this game. The other 2, Rosie
Fuck
should
yeah.
Rosie should have just done the explanation. You could have had it, but no.
I know, but I that was 10 times more fun than me rambling for like 5 minutes.
Thanks for
Wasn't it?
giving me a
It's
chance
true.
to get a point because I never would have gotten it otherwise.
That's all right. You're welcome. And well, I think Rose should be saying that because she was the one that really helped you out, but still.
She did.
I think we all
It
learned
took me a
valuable
couple
lessons here
tries.
today.
Yeah.
Kelly has learned that she can actually remember things, maybe with some aid.
Mm.
Rosie's learned that maybe it would have just been easier not to,
Not to
give everybody a
overcomplicate.
chance and actually be selfish. And I learned never to trust you ever again,
Never trust DM.
never again.
Never trust the smiling DM.
That's true.
Yeah, 100%. Now, I guess we should probably kick into this episode.
The yams.
Indeed.
So, this creature of unknown horror is flailing around in this net before Urian and Xavier. It seems to be temporarily stunned and it is caught up in this goal net. Tiffany has just run out, only thinking of herself. Now,
The fucking beach.
we're gonna need some keep cool checks
Ah,
straight off the bat.
oh, fuck. Oh,
So,
God. Nothing in it.
You just remind me how this works again. So
no.
Okay. I've got 2 points in it.
Yep.
So how does that work for rolling again? Is it just
So, you tell me whatever bonuses you've got, which in this case is 2, plus I think you have another 2 from one of your items that you have. You reduce keep cool checks by another 2.
You're right, I do.
Yeah.
I have a
So,
little book of something.
little book of calm. Little book of calm. Yeah.
18.
So, I tell you what the number is that you need to roll based on the bonuses you have. So, because you have a bonus of 4 in total, Xavier needs to roll a 10.
So I have to beat 14?
So you have to be 14, which,
18. Suck my dick.
yeah. There we go.
Exactly what Urian says.
What did you
You rolled
roll?
a fucking 9, didn't you?
What did you roll? What did you roll? A 1!
Oh no!
A critical failure, which is still a thing in this game. Cool. I think that's the first critical fail
I've been
Actually,
using
using
that bonus.
reroll.
of the game. Should have taken a reroll.
That
Wow.
is unfortunate.
Rip, rip,
That's
rip, rip.
very unfortunate.
Get out
So,
of the way.
Literal rip.
Xavier is also
panic attack.
stunned with
Oh,
fear.
fuck.
Tiffany, as you've moved away from this creature, started running out the room, the adrenaline has started to settle a little bit, and you're now really taking in the horrors that you have just witnessed, especially looking down. You are wearing Sydney's leather jacket, and you have just witnessed him being torn in half. So I need you to roll a keep cool check as well, with a target of 14, unless you have any bonus
I've
or any
got
skill.
bonuses and I've got my gum that you said is a passive thing.
Is
But
that
I
for,
don't have
is that for keep cool?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reduce the target number for keep cool check by 2, I think it says.
All right, cool. So it's down to 12. And do you have any skill?
Oh no, by 1. Sorry. By 1.
Okay. So it's a 13. And do you have any
And then-
points in keep cool?
Yes, I believe I do.
All right.
Wait. Where? Yeah, I've got 1 in keep. So yeah, 2 points.
All right. So 12. Aiming for a 12 on the dice.
Okay.
Just don't roll roll one.
Don't
Just
roll
don't.
1.
Just don't.
Well, if you know my rolls. It's a 14.
14. All right. So even though you're looking down, a bit of blood splattered across Sydney's leather jacket, his own blood, and having quick, intense flashes of the horror that you've just seen unfold, you are still able to keep yourself relatively calm while just beelining straight for the cabin. Straight for Sydney's cabin. Urian, you have also, being maybe a little bit more adjusted or adapted to the potential horrors of beyond what humans can understand, you have a sort of an unnatural cool about you. However, you are standing right next to Xavier, who is just frozen, not reacting in any way.
Compared to where Xavier and myself are standing, I am presuming that because he's frozen, it's me right now as far as initiative goes, and the other guy's stunned as well. Tiffany's out of initiative as far as my realm of understanding.
Yeah.
So it's is that my turn then?
Yeah.
I squeezing around the room previously, there wasn't really anything particularly special besides there were lockers for stuff, there was sports equipment, there was just general recreational shit like a chair and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, so it is a pretty big room. In your immediate vicinity, there are some lockers of sports equipment. Some of them have been slightly tipped over. There is a pool table. There's a few windows that lead outside. You can see a fire extinguisher in close proximity. The door is still in relative close proximity to each of you as you haven't moved too far inside the building. It is about 20 feet away. But yeah, it is a big hall, but that is what is in your immediate vicinity.
I would know if there's a kitchen in this area, right?
Yes, you do, and there is.
All right. It would be possible for me to make my way on over towards that and just be like, dude, move, fucking move this kid. What the fuck? Right. So I'm just be like saying that on my way as I'm like just bapping him and stuff. Zav, that is.
Yep.
I'd like to make my way towards the kitchen because I know there might be utensils, kniffs, oil, flammable shit.
Yeah. All right. Cool. So, you try your best to sort of snap Xavier out of it. Doesn't really seem to be moving, still frozen where he is. And you start beelining over towards the kitchen. It's going to take you pretty much both of your movement to get there because it's kind of like an L-shaped room. I
have 3 moves because I've got 1 in coordination.
Oh, you do? Okay. Yeah,
I move at 25
Yep.
if that is important.
Yeah. So you would actually just sort of get within like the swinging kitchen door as you like after 2 actions. So you still have 1 action left. Having a look in this room, the light is on in here. It is like those tube fluorescent
halogen
lights. Yeah. So it's quite bright. There is a lot of cooking equipment. It has been completely cleaned and sanitized because the room wasn't used tonight, as you guys all had the barbecue down near the fire. So it is a completely clean, large, sort of a commercial-sized kitchen.
Can I, immediately upon getting into the room, see anything that would be flammable? Like, would there be any open spaces where like a gas can would be, because I'm assuming maybe they don't have gas pipes and stuff like that, or
all right, so you could have a look through the cupboards if you want. If you wanted to go like looking near the stove and near the actual big appliances to see what's connected and have a look at that. There is something you can see on the far side of the room from the open pantry that's there, which is the bottom shelf does have some quite like big, heavy, like vegetable oil bottles.
Do what you can with what you got. Nah, fuck it. I'm gonna use that turn plus my +1 in awareness or whatever there to see if I can suss out something to be particularly good for trying to set something else on fire.
Okay. All right. So yeah, I'll get you to roll an awareness check, and this is going to be a moderate, so 11 minus any bonus you might have.
So I thought that said fuck because I saw 4 letters. It says yeet. That's the natural fucking 20.
Natural 20. Very good. Very good. All right.
Wow. I love this little dice. Look at it. Look at it. It says it doesn't want to show the letters. Show
I'm
the
gonna roll that one next.
fucking letters.
Doesn't
show the letters.
Dice. Actually, fuck it. Fuck you.
Fuck that dice.
I gave you that dice, you whore.
No, I'm talking about the amethyst one. That's the one that fucked me over.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah.
Oh. That's
I mean,
not
this
very
one has
nice.
fucked me over too at times, but right now it hasn't, so.
I have amethyst dice as well, Kel. They're on the shelf somewhere.
Ah,
Well,
Yeah.
I have amethyst earrings.
Yeah, it's not as cool.
Well, fuck you. I'm gonna
they
put
don't
them on.
dice. They don't click clack. Do they click clack?
They click that. They have numbers. They allow you to play Dungeons and Dragons.
No, they don't. I'm putting them in
Well, they
anyway.
don't
'cause
fall.
fuck you. No,
Um,
fuck you. You both smell.
All right. Well, fuck you too. So,
Oh, fuck you too.
so with a nat 20, so the stovetop is connected to an oven. You get in the cupboard next to that area and can see there is a cutout, sort of accessing bolts and pipes and that kind of thing at the back of the oven area.
Mhm.
And having a look, you can see there is a pipe inlet that runs through the wall, and then kind of like it's kind of like this is like a movie. This is a movie maneuver because you got a nat 20. So you have a thought to yourself, and then the camera like pans through the wall, and there is 3 very large gas tanks outside that connect to the kitchen. So individual, like a standard like barbecue gas thing, except about 4 times taller.
Fair enough.
Lovely earrings.
Thanks.
But-
I don't know why I committed to it, but I did.
Still not as good as
Fuck it.
dice though.
Yeah, well, guess what? You don't have yeet fuck dice, do you? That's right, bitch.
Nah.
I'll try and find out where I got them from, and I'll send you the link if I can. Alrighty, good to know.
All right, but that is your 3 actions.
Indeed, it is.
Now, so we're gonna zoom back over to Xavier, standing by himself, stunned in the presence of this creature, and we're gonna see whether the creature can meet its target number to break free of the net and no longer be stunned. No, it is still stunned. It is still caught up in the net. It has now fallen to the ground and sort of desperately trying to get its claws in to slice through it, but it's not out yet. Xavier, can I get another keep cool check from you? So that's a target of 10 again.
What the fuck?
Are you cursed?
3.
She's cursed,
Wow.
guys. It's lost.
Yeah, Xavier is still just stunned.
What are you rolling on? Are you rolling on
Absolutely.
flat?
Oh, mouse pad.
Mouse pad. Ugh. So
The
Xavier,
mouse pad is cursed, and we need to cleanse it.
maybe
Rolls another
it
one.
is
I'm gonna roll on the ground.
Yeah.
obviously.
on the ground. Do it. Yeah.
Can't fall any further if it's on the ground.
So, Xavier, you're still there, frozen in fear, and just sort of the only thing that's happening is your eyes are slowly panning from one side of the room to the other, seeing one side of Sydney and the other on the other side of the room.
I feel like he's having that inner monologue. He's like, you may be wondering how I got in this situation.
Yes, absolutely.
Hi, my name's Xavier.
That's me.
This
He's
is
just
a pretty creepy
frozen.
situation.
Just
Very-
having it in a sitcom.
Very Ferris Buellerian inner monologue. Starts talking to the camera.
Well, I got myself into a pickle.
Tiffany.
Yes.
Now you are running outside. You're in the middle of the cold, wet, short grass in the middle of the cabins.
Mm-hmm.
And are you heading for Sydney's cabin?
Yeah, I was thinking in my head that she's gonna think that one bottle of rum isn't gonna cut it. And can I say that she has...
Urian said about the vodka, by the way. I do remember saying that there was vodka in Urian's cabin.
To Tiffany, because you said that you hid it.
I said that there was vodka in Urian's cabin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Didn't specify where.
So you know there's vodka
Well, that-
somewhere in Urian's cabin. You know that
Can I-
there's whiskey somewhere in Sydney's cabin.
Can I say...
Hmm.
You can nay me on this, but I'm going to say that because I had 2 bags that I was allowed to bring, can I say that one of them has copious amounts of hairspray?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
How much is copious amounts, I would argue, though?
Well, you can
That's
get
the,
big. You can get big fucking cans, right? They're like that big. They're
Those
like
big black Schwarzkopf, like
Schwarzkopf.
those.
Yeah.
I say you got like 3 of them.
Yeah, I know where
That's a
those are
fuckload, dude.
because they're mine. Yeah, I know. Gotta look pretty.
Yeah.
How many holes in the ozone layer are you going to make? Jesus Christ.
I know where those are because I brought them.
Yeah.
And can I say that I know where matches are?
Yeah. Well, you know that Urian has a lighter.
Oh yeah.
You've seen Mikhail with a lighter as well.
Mm. But if I arm everyone with a gas can and like some way to light it, just essentially I want to make a flamethrower. I'm willing to sacrifice my hairspray for the greater good because I'm just that good of a person. Can I just I'll just run because I know where those are. I'm just gonna run and beeline for my cabin, grab
Your cabin?
as much hairspray as I can carry in my big puffy jacket.
Well, Tiffany, you are cabin number 1. Yours is the closest cabin to where you are right now.
Yay!
So you could actually probably get there almost immediately. So
well, let's do that then. Yeah, easy.
Right, so you beeline towards the cabin. You get to the cabin door, which is going to be the end of your turn. You do notice the cabin door is open. And even though Tiffany does forget some things, and she doesn't do things by the book, the one thing she does remember to do is to shut and lock the door. Because all of her stuff and shit is inside this cabin.
Very important.
The door is busted open. And that is the end of your turn. Back over to Urian in the kitchen. You've just had that 4th wall breaking moment where you've remembered there are those 3 large what are they? Propane tanks. That's what it is. Those 3 large propane tanks. Are they propane? I don't know. I'm going to say propane.
Tanks,
yeah, propane tanks on the outside of the wall.
All right. For just for my sake of orientation as well. In my head, I've got effectively just like a big ass hall, just a straight up hall, right? And you said there's a kitchen in there, so I'm presuming therefore that there is like a wall on. I'm gonna say my right side here in this stage play because that's just easy for me to do. Does the kitchen itself have like a window, like a window into the kitchen so they can pass food through, and like a dining area on the opposite side of that?
Yep.
I'm just trying to like. Yeah. Okay, so there is.
So there is a server's window, and there is a bunch of wooden rows of tables just outside, like on a lino floor. Just near that is where the creature and Xavier at the pool table currently is. Yeah.
Okay. Yep. And then in this dining area, I'm presuming that's towards the end of the hall. Is that correct?
Yeah.
All right. Is there like a window or a series of doors to go out that way towards where those propane tanks would be if I were to run on through there and things like that?
Well, there is a door directly from the kitchen to outside.
Okay.
So there's a door there. There's the door that you came through, which is on the opposite side wall of the building.
There's the server's window, which is, with North people with imagination.
Yep. And then the very far side of the building, so behind where the pool table and all the dining area would be, there is the main kind of like double doors for the building. So there's one, if you're looking into the kitchen right now, there's a door on your left. There's a door about 75 feet away to your right, which is the door you came through initially. And then on the very far side, so probably about 85, 90 feet away, is the big double doors on the other side of the building.
Right, spaghetti-o. Huh. So I'm. How far away exactly from the creature?
About 75 feet away.
Alright, cool. Alrighty. I do have a little bit of improvisation. Do I have any knives nearby me at this stage in play?
Yeah, I mean, close to the preparation area, there is a block of knives.
Alright, I'd like to pick up the block of knives.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of like hold them like underneath the arm so I can just grab knives and if I need to.
Cool.
Not that I particularly see that they're going to be useful.
John Wick
little,
this shit.
my little flame tossies, but you know, that's the thing. I stick the lighter on a fucking piece of shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I presume that's my first action.
Yep. To collect
Alright.
them. Yep.
All good. I'd like to stroll on out the doors that I initially came through with regard to the actual getting into the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm back out into that main hallway again.
Yep.
Come this way! Fuck! And I'm gonna make my way backing up just with hand on knife, ready to fucking toss and shit like that, and use the rest of my actions to back up towards those double doors that we were talking about that lead outside.
Okay, the big ones. Yep.
Yeah,
Alright.
on the opposite side of the building from Xavier.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Sweet. Xavier.
Mm-hmm.
Keep cool.
Third time to charm, right?
Oh no, the monster didn't roll.
Target of 10.
Gotta do it.
Click. I'm restricted. I'm gonna roll my little dice box.
Do it. Stall for time. Do what I do.
Big money, no whammies. Big money, no whammies.
5.
5.
We're going
She's
up.
pressed.
We're going up.
We're getting up there.
1,
Slowly but
3,
surely.
5. Next one will be a 7. And then we're gonna get it.
And then we're gonna win.
And then I'm gonna die.
Yeah, probably.
The creature.
He's still having his inner monologue.
The creature is still stunned
Ah,
as well.
we're in a stalemate. He's also like thinking about how he got into the situation.
Yeah.
just broken record noise as you like. I want. You know, I bet you're wondering how I got into this situation. No, I bet you're wondering how I got into this situation.
Yeah. Just talking directly to the camera.
Yes.
I can't believe that. All right, Tiffany.
I feel
You're-
bad now that I'm actually doing other shit as opposed to just hurling fire because it's free money at this point, honestly.
I'm gonna pull up a drink. I'll be back after still hear you guys.
Alrighty, have fun. Tiffany, you've arrived just outside your cabin. The door is pushed open, broken open.
Is the light on?
Nope. The only light that's on is the very small light that illuminates just the outside of the cabin.
I'm going to turn the light on. Hopefully there's one near the front door. I'm just going to reach for it.
Alright. Cool. So you turn the light switch on.
Yeah.
The light comes on.
Oh, nice.
On the inside. Yeah. The dim dome light that hangs in the center of the room, you can see it flicks on. Are you pushing open the door?
Yes.
All right. So, layout of the cabin is basically a whole bunch of like steel double beds that go down either side. It's a fairly empty space in the middle. Your bed and your belongings is on the far side of the room from where you are right now. And there is a figure standing in the middle of the room, just underneath the light. You recognize this small figure.
Oh no, not our boy.
It's Georgie.
Not Georgie.
Georgie's glasses are a bit fogged over and broken. And he doesn't look well.
Similar to what Valentine looked before he turned.
Skin is slimy, pale, and yeah, there's a bit of his veins showing underneath his skin.
I'm gonna look. Is he facing me?
Yeah,
I
he's
can
just
see his face.
standing in the middle of the room, a little off balance, head kind of cocked to one side, glasses fogged over, shattered, and just staring in your direction.
All right. I'm gonna have my hands up like this, and I'm gonna be like, Georgie, you right there, buddy? And I'm gonna slowly step forward and see if he responds.
He does, with a convulsion of sorts, as something erupts quickly from his mouth and he falls to the ground.
Gross.
And you get a brief glimpse of this thing, this strange, sort of tentacled mouth, bat-like creature with dark grey skin, quickly flapping wings like a bat would flap, and all of these tentacles have fangs and spines that spring off them. Again, same black and silver eyes, and the bat starts erratically flapping as if this is the first time it's flying. It starts moving towards you. You still have one action left.
Is there my other plan? Frankie's. I think she's telling me to leave, but my other plan was to. Is there a med kit nearby?
No deal.
With a flare gun in it.
I mean, you do know that there is a first aid kit right near the door, like directly right next to you at the moment.
Yeah. Is there a flare kit? Do I know that everyone comes with a flare kit?
I'm going to ask you a character-based question here. Does Tiffany know what a first aid kit does?
Yes, but it's safety. Flare guns are safety.
Alright.
Wouldn't that be in something like
Or maybe like the
expedition
boats. A boat sort of safety kit when you get lost out on the lake and you can't get back.
Would that be a survivalist thing? I'd argue though.
I mean, you can grab it and open it, and that'll be your last thing you can do on this turn.
Or I could shut the door.
Just fucking get your gun out and blast the fucking thing.
Do I have a gun? Do I have a gun?
I swear to God, you said earlier, oh yeah, I've got a gun, that's why my keep cool is like one more point.
No, I've got
Gum.
Oh, gum. My apologies.
Tiffany-
I'm just fucking stupid.
I do,
Tiffany does have a stun gun
I do have a stun gun that
in
I
her
haven't
bag.
Cool.
used that's in there.
Yeah.
Good job, Tiff.
Because Tiffany's wearing Sydney's leather jacket, a sarong, and bathers right now. Nowhere.
And a gun.
And a gun.
And
Wow.
an electrical gun.
Wow, a gun!
Titties.
A knife!
Little
No!
pistols, like,
And this thing flew out of George, right? So George
Yeah,
is
it
there.
flew out of his mouth, yeah.
So he might be alive. So I could try and shut the door and leave a small child to die to a gross bat thing, or I could try and get a gun and shoot it and be a big hero and save the kid. My prodigy, my future Tiffany. All right, I think I'm. Yeah, all right. I think I'll do it. I think I'm gonna shut the door in and try and jam it shut, or like pull it so it shuts both me and the bat and Georgie in, at least for a split second, so I can try and keep the thing from escaping and killing anyone else.
So you're pulling it as hard as you can and to try and jam it?
Yeah, but not too much that I can't get back out again with the same amount of effort.
So you're shutting yourself in?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So it's not going to require a check, but yeah, you go ahead and you slam the door. As the door has been broken inwards, I'm going to make a check to see if the door keeps its structural integrity.
Mm-hmm.
It does to a degree. It's certainly shut. Maybe jammed.
God damn it. Quick question that I should know by glancing at the reading windows in this cabin.
Yeah. There's about 4 chest-high windows in the cabin.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I think. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You're stuck in there with this thing. All right.
It's fine. I've got a gun.
All right. We're gonna top it right back up to Urian.
Right now, I am very dependent on this thing actually making a fucking move.
Think of how far you could have ran away for so long.
True, but Xavier's also stunned for so long.
Yeah.
You can run fast.
We're assholes, but we've been bonding. We're friends.
It's true. I was 85 away, so we're now gonna say I'm 35 feet away from the doors. Is that right? Given that I moved 2 turns, that's 50.
Yeah. Yep.
Alrighty. Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna leave those doors and just be like, hurry up! Come on! Snap out of it! There are gas cans this way! Propane! Fuck! Boom!
Is that to me?
Yes, I am yelling that to you. I am trying to snap you the fuck out of it and convince you to stop being a dickhead standing around, because that's what I think you're doing.
Slap me.
Yeah, from what, like, I was 75 feet away. I'm now like over 100 feet away, dude. I ain't fucking slapping you unless I got like long as fuck arms. Do I have long as fuck arms, boss?
Oh well, you're actually kind of moving towards Xavier if you're going for the big double doors that head outwards.
Really? I thought you were saying the other way.
No. So you were on the outer perimeter wall where the cans were. The main double doors were on the opposite side to where they are. So the main double doors are actually closer to where Xavier and the creature are.
Okay, so I was trying to effectively, like, I was assuming the hallway, if we're simplifying it, was effectively 2 doors, hall, there's a kitchen off to one side, dining area, stuff like that. I was going to dart out by the dining area to run towards the propane tanks from, like, that direction. Is that
Yeah, so
feasible?
the closest exit to get to the propane tanks is actually through the kitchen. That's the closest door, because there's a door that leads outside through the kitchen.
Okay, but it's still feasible to do it the long way by going out and then all the way around.
Walking over towards Xavier and the creature are out those double doors and then double backing.
Yeah. Okay, in that case, then I would have actually been moving 50 feet closer to Xav and the creature by what you were expressing.
Okay.
So I'm now much, much closer. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I probably sound a lot easier to understand past the lighter that's like jammed in the side of the mouth because I'm like trying to hold on to it while also holding this stack of knives because I was holding it in that hand.
Yeah.
So yeah, just kind of like, so yeah, let's go. Propane tanks the other way. Out the door. Let's go.
That was English.
Well,
I'm still monologuing.
I'm just now picturing that Xavier's having a mental breakdown, and the way he's processing his emotions in this situation is to imagine himself talking to a camera and having an out-of-body experience.
That's happening. That is actually happening.
Speaking of snapping out of it and out-of-body experiences, Xavier.
Well, I haven't done my turn yet.
Oh, sorry.
I was just reiterating
I
what
thought
did
right.
previously.
I thought that's what you were just
So-
doing then. Nope.
No,
Please continue.
I've spoken, and that's just a free action. So I still have 3 actions because I actually moved those 2 beforehand, and now I've cottoned on to what you're going on about.
Yeah.
Right. So,
Oh, no, I want to say stuff, but I can't because I'm not there.
Are
Yep.
you
this
left?
is going to be a very, very strange use of a knife block, but they've got a bit of heft to them,
Yeah.
and I've decided that I'm not that interested in the knives as much as I am interested in my own fire, because I've walked with this knife block. Realized I don't actually want to fuck with this thing. It's taken me a solid minute to remember. Oh yeah, actually, this thing is the spawn of Satan. I'm gonna get closer because I'm still 25 feet off. That's one move.
Mm.
I'm going to try and heft the knife block up above my head
Mm.
and try and bring it down on this thing
Okay. Yeah.
because they've got a bit of heft to them.
Sure. All right.
Or
So
wooden knife blocks do anyway, and I have wooden knife blocks, so that's what I'm assuming this is.
it is wooden. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, this is fairly easy because it's tied up. It's going to be an improvisation check.
I have
With
one
a
in that.
1, so it's going to be target number 7.
Righto, spaghetti-o. 17.
17. All right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can
So
you share
you.
some rolls with me, Frankie?
Bro, I would love to, but apparently you're cursed, and I don't want your curse, so get good.
All right. So.
I do positive vibes though. I hope you get a good one.
I'm gonna be a little bit nicer here as well. So you grab the wooden block and just bring it down on this creature. As you do so, the heft of it, it hurts the creature. Seems to give it a good thump. But it also cracks the knife block as that happens. It seems like it was pretty old. The wood was pretty perished. And then the wood, as it's shattering, sort of clambers down onto it and cuts it. It really doesn't like the wood cutting into its flesh.
Mm.
You know what we're going to do? You said you had a improvisation of 1?
Yeah.
Alright, we're gonna, you know what,
I've
roll,
also got some awareness and shit and intelligence if that.
that's alright. Roll a d6 for damage for me.
Oh no, wait, you know, I don't like you. You're not a good D6. 3, I'll take it.
3? Alright,
Oh.
cool. Alright, yeah. So even though this creature does appear to be, you know, very thick-skinned, this, like, blubbery, leathery skin that it has, but yeah, the wood just seems to cut through it pretty damn easy. Surprisingly easy. So that would be...
Turn.
One more turn, yeah. One more go. One more action.
We had hockey sticks around here and they're made of wood, are they?
You had pool cues.
Pool cues. I'm currently standing pretty much on top of the creature, not exactly. Where's the nearest pool cue?
Pretty much right next to Xavier, who's right next to the pool table right now, so about 10 feet-ish away.
Skitter on over to that one and just be like, all right. Take the ladder out of my mouth. Wood, stab it, pool cue.
All right.
Hello?
Xavier.
I'm gonna kind of like use a couple more steps of that movement to distance myself from the boyo.
Okay. Xavier. Need another keep cool. Target number 10.
Big money, no whammies.
Go.
Alright.
I mean,
I'm gonna use my Tama dice.
alright. Go, Tama. Go, Tama. Come on.
Put the dice in the box, close the lid, shake it, open the lid.
There's a lot of dice in here. I don't really want to take
Remove the dice. I don't care. You have to remove the curse. The only way is if it's Schrodinger's dice.
Schrodinger. All right.
Oh no!
What is it? What is it?
8.
An 8. An 8.
It's the best rolls thus far.
Oh, it's
When
got
it comes to crunch, you'll get that 20.
the odds of that. Is that the 4th time you've rolled for
Yeah, I think.
that one specific check? So it's a 50% chance on one roll, and you've rolled 4 times and you haven't got it.
I'm at popcorn tonight. I'll be here a while. I was just back to arrive.
I mean, I think the mental breakdown popcorn is the like you do that really well, Cal. Yeah. Well done.
I think she takes the mental breakdown very well, much like Xavier might. Just
Yeah.
chilling through the
But
Just-
I'm
breakdown.
breaking down.
Just
Externally,
but I'm not
calm.
making a big deal about it, you know?
Yeah.
internally screaming.
Just-
eternally.
Just chilling in the popcorn lounge. Yeah. All right, Tiffany, back
Yes.
over to you, who's just locked themselves in the cabin with this bizarre spawn of the creature. It moves towards you and is going to try and sink its tentacle teeths into you. Oh, and thanks, Gunn, for doing the math. So it's about a 6% chance for you to not get that roll.
Well, there you go.
It's my lucky day, obviously.
Tiffany, it hits its target number.
No.
Do you have any armor at all? Sorry,
No
not
armor,
armor,
I've got
grit.
No, I have
You have-
evasion.
You have evasion. What's your evasion?
2.
2. It doesn't hit.
Ah!
There we
So
go.
slippery.
There we go. Slippery. So slippery. Ah,
Just like real life.
just like real life, you are a slippery person.
Slippery little bastard.
So freaking slippery. Is it just me? Do I just say things and they sound weirder than they're anyway?
We literally discussed this pre-stream, you and I.
Yeah. I just say things sometimes, and they just come out really much worse than intended. Shit, where was it? Yes, it missed. So it goes to clamp onto you with its little teethies, and you just sort of like dodge, slam yourself into the wall to get out the way, but it swings and misses. It's your turn now.
Alright, I'm gonna beeline it to my bag and try and find my self-defense weapon, aka the stun gun.
Yeah.
And try and blast
now-
it with it.
Do you have any coordination or no?
No.
I'm the only one with 3 turns.
That's right, you are.
Ah, I thought. Okay.
Yeah.
You can double check your sheet, but
No, I'm looking
I'm
at it.
fairly sure that
Yeah.
Where do I find that?
That's under your attributes on the second page.
Attributes. Oh, down here.
Yeah.
Coordination.
Yeah,
I've got
beneath
speed,
the backpack.
intelligence, and charisma. So
Yeah.
no.
So it's one turn, beeline at the other side of the room. One turn, rummage around in your bag, get the stun gun.
so glad I did that.
So,
Okay.
boom. You've got it, but you can't use
Got
it
it.
on this turn.
Can I make a quick, or is this counting as a turn to check if the kid's still alive or like awake?
From this distance,
Mm.
it's pretty much impossible to tell.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Back up to the Urian.
Okay. Nearest to me, a pool cue. How many are there right now? What
How many pool cues are there?
yeah, I don't even know how many there
There
are,
was-
like, legit.
Legit. There's normally like I don't know the specific name of them. The ones that help you do the reaching of it. There's normally 2 of them, plus about 4. So I'm going to say that maths checks out. There's about 6 in total. There's 3 on the table, one of which you've just picked up.
Right, nice. Well, in that case, I'm just be like, Zave, listen, dude, fucking hell, dude. Pick up your game. I'm gonna try and give it a little, like, see if I can stab it with the pool cue if wood's going through like butter.
All right, cool. Roll a improvisation check.
Yep, so that's -1.
That's -1, so it's going to be a 10 target number.
Brother, you are not gonna believe me. I swear to shit, Kelly remained cursed. That was a yeet.
It was.
Second
Oh my
one.
god. Kel is not having a good time.
Sorry, bro.
My God.
It's my night.
All right.
I saw that and I was
Cool.
like, Cap.
Sweet. So I mean that's double damage. So yeah, it is going to be because the end is blunt. It's still going to do. It's still yeah. So go. What did you roll last time? A d6, didn't you? Yeah. So roll 2d6 for me.
Okay. Where are my d6? 2 and 3. 5.
2 and 3 for 5. All right. So you can see that this one, it doesn't quite pierce the skin, considering the end of it is blunt, but it goes in more than you would expect it to. So putting 2 and 2 together, you think that if this was a sharpened end, or if the end was snapped off or broken for it to become sharp, it would probably go in very, very easily.
Right, Spaghetti-O. One more turn. I'm standing next to Xavier, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Is there some way that I can try and aid him in... Oh yeah, by the way, first aid is a skill that we have. That probably would have been good for the med check.
Yeah.
I've also got a skill in first aid, if that at all helps. I want to try and help this fucking bitch boy who has legitimately just been standing there this entire time. Is there some way for me to like kind of try and shake him into like, you know, snap him out of this monologue, just be like, hey, yo, hey,
Yeah.
hey.
So you can use your action to give him a chance to do a keep cool check.
All right, yeah, go for it, because I want him to actually have a fucking turn.
All right. So using the action, so Xavier, you can do a keep cool check. It is going to be easier now because there's someone helping you to try and snap you out of it. So instead of a 10, it's a 7.
Dude,
It's a
I
7.
need those big muscles of yours. Come on, man. Come on. You need to stab that shit. Like, break these fucking stab. Come on. Wake up. Let's go.
The dice fell out of my hand and then like got stuck in something. Do I take that roll or do I like roll it again? I'm not gonna tell you what it is. I'm not gonna tell you what it is.
Or something.
Oh, I mean, because I feel bad for you, I'm going to let you make that decision.
I'm gonna say that was like not a real roll. It was 6.
Okay. Oh my god!
It was natively cocked, so, you know.
It was 6.
What?
Dude, please.
4?
It's one of the worst rolls in a row
Alright,
I've ever had.
so-
Like, ever.
So this is the great maths question for those who, if anyone wants in the chat, do the maths on it. So not only is it another 2 failed rolls, but it's another 2 failed rolls with a 65% chance of her rolling the right number she needed to.
All
Is that
of
what
the
these
rolls that
traumatized as
Kel
well?
has done has been 8 and below.
She's
Just do another
Oh,
roll. Just
Kel.
big Kelly.
no, don't roll, please. Well, you're gonna have to roll in a minute anyway. So that's the end of your turn, Urian, I believe. Yeah. All right. So Xavier, you got another roll, and you got to get a 7 or higher. Still, I'm gonna still count the helping as part of this roll.
Can't make this shit up. It's a 5.
Can you do me a favor, okay? Legitimately, throw it on the floor. Throw the dice
Yeah.
on the floor. Tell me
Like
what you
that.
roll.
I lost it.
We'll find it. And tell me what you roll.
A 12.
Hey! Put it up!
Desk is cursed. Cleanse it.
Just
Please.
get it over your shoulder each time from now on.
Oh god. But
Please.
I can't count that though because the first roll wasn't good enough.
Wow.
Just gonna keep stuff in my
Fuck,
face.
this is
No.
the worst I've ever seen anyone roll in
Continues eating popcorn.
the history of the 10 years I've been playing role-playing games.
You can't make this shit up.
True.
Right, I'm gonna.
Oh my god.
Thanks, Gun. We're now 1.5%. That's you're in the bottom 2% of luck right now.
Kelly's legitimately about to become the 1% of the 1%.
The top
But,
1%.
like, well, actually, she's in the bottom 1% of the bottom 1%. The top 1% of the bottom 1%, rather, because backwards, but yeah.
I do have some worse news.
Oh.
Oh, god.
The
I'm just gonna
creature.
start foaming at the mouth.
The creature. Slashes through its restraints and starts getting up and hulking itself over the two of you.
What did the creature have to roll? Can I answer real quick, just to compare?
Pay the pair.
To free itself, what did the creature have to roll?
What did the creature have to roll? The creature had to roll an 8.
So it also was kind of unlucky too.
Yeah. I mean, it eventually did it though, and I think that's the third roll. There's a big difference in the amount of rolls that have been done.
No, go on, sorry.
Yeah. No, it's all good. So it starts to hulk out, and it stands up, but that is all it can do on its turn. That is some good news for right now. Now, we're back over to Tiffany, and the bat is now flapping around at the wall, gets its bearings, turns around, flies for you with its tentacle teeth again.
It's T for tense.
And it doesn't get it.
T for
It doesn't get the target number because you've got evasion again.
Yay!
So, narrowly avoids you again. You are there. You've got your stun gun in your hand. All right. What are you doing on your turn?
Well, I'm going to shoot it, obviously. Is there any big juicy parts that I can see? Like, does it have gigantic eyes that I can try and, stick a needle in and...
Its eyes are very, very small. The biggest parts of it is obviously the big membrane that holds its, like the webbing that holds its wings together. Its body's relatively small as well. In fact, like its tentacle teeth are about the same size as its body.
What about its mouth? Like, can I get it down its throat when it yells at me?
I mean, if you want to try that very difficult shot, I'll allow you to.
I'm just thinking of something like that'll stun it. That's not just like a tickle. Like either in its armpit to try and get like where I'm assuming its vital organs are around this sort of area.
The stun gun. It doesn't matter where you hit it.
I want to make sure it's a good hit, and not just tickling its taint.
So you
I'm
go
getting
for the
right in
main
there.
body.
I just want to stop
It doesn't
it.
matter. It doesn't matter if you tickle its taint. You don't go for an armpit or something like that because
Yeah.
if you go for an armpit, you're gonna fucking miss.
Yeah, unless
Go
look
for the full body.
in meta speak, look, unless you do get a critical hit, that's the only way it's going to be properly stunned.
I just want to give myself enough time to get the kid and get out. All right, yeah, I'll just go.
It's fucking dead.
I'll just go for what I think is a vulnerable area. So throat, chest, I don't know, something that looks like it'll pack a punch if I hit it.
No, so this is what Rosie does, is that she explains exactly what she wants to happen, therefore incepting the idea into her dice that she needs to roll well enough to be able to do this. So Kel, take notes for next time. Talk at great lengths to your dice as to what you want it to do.
I want you to fuck shit up so I can have what I want to have happen.
Bro, that kind of
Not
manifestation ain't gonna work good.
Right.
Fuck shit up could be fucking your shit up.
Roll away, Rose. Roll away.
All right. Well, also, like, if you're more specific, you can, I don't know, make it happen better. Plus, it's a good stalling tactic. So if you're nervous, you just keep talking, and then nothing will happen.
For sure.
And that's why our games are always at like 3 to 4 hours long.
Because we're
Yeah.
scared shitless. Oh, I mean,
Oh.
it did roll kind of off the desk a little bit.
What does that even mean? Does it mean like,
It rolled behind my tablet and it bounced over a couple of things.
was it still flat on the desk at the end?
No, it fell like I've got a little dip in my desk and it fell off the dip and rolled around behind
All
my
right,
tablet.
roll again.
Yay!
Someone's got to roll well. Come on. I don't want to kill.
12.
12. That is your hit target, so you just succeed.
Got him. Done. Stunned.
All right.
Grab kid. Get out.
Well, not stunned. Roll damage. Actually, no. You
Six.
don't hit, because this thing has evasion.
Oh, for fuck.
Yeah. This thing's going to be hard to hit with your stun gun. Yeah, so you shoot, and you think that you're aiming real good for its wings, and then as it flaps down and then flaps up, your stun gun jolts just straight underneath its wing. You got one more shot before you have to reload this thing.
Alright. I'm going to hold on to it and I'm going to turn it into a melee weapon, I think. I'm going to use it as a last resort in case it decides to get too close to me.
Okay.
And I think how far give me the mental picture of where I am in this room. Is it me, bat, kid, door?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Okay. I thought that would be the case because you're horrible to me.
You did
How-
this to yourself, but anyway.
I did. I was trying to be a big hero, have the big character change.
You just watched a fucking bad variant of a chest burst to fucking come on out of this kid.
Yeah, I like to think we all have a little bit of hero in us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but you watched a chest burster come out of a kid.
yeah. Don't care. I like to think that I would do it if I was in the same situation. Grab. All right. I think I'm just gonna be like, well, that didn't work. All right. I'm just gonna. Oh wait, he's like 12, isn't he? I keep thinking he's like a toddler that I
No.
can carry.
No, he's just a small 12-year-old.
I want. Yeah. All right. I'm just gonna go over to him, I'm just gonna try and get to him.
Okay. All right.
Can I?
Do you want to pick him up?
Or do I want to stand over him and shoot the bump?
Oh,
Can
for
I
God's sake.
move it? Can I move and shoot? If not, then I'll just move to him.
You can move. You can move and pick him up, or you can shoot.
So I can't move and shoot, which is
No.
what I want to do.
No.
God damn it! I'm gonna move and pick him up.
Move and pick him up. All right. Cool. So you move. You grab him. It takes both arms. He is cold to the touch. He has a black ichor leaking out the sides of his mouth. He's very cold.
Mm-hmm.
It's as much as you can tell.
Okay.
And that's your turn.
Yeah.
All
In
right.
the words of my people of Vine, oh my fucking god, he fucking dead.
Oh my fucking god, he fucking did.
All right. Back to you, Urian.
Okay, so this boy is back. I have 3 moves. All right. My attempt to bring back Xavier one more fucking time is literally just gonna be a fucking.
All right. Okay.
That was pretty clean. I'd like to.
Yeah, that was pretty good, actually. That was. Xavier, you can roll a keep cool check.
Because otherwise,
You
I
can
am
give me
leaving.
advantage. You're gonna throw me any kind of bone, or is
Yeah,
it not?
I'm still going to keep the number at 7.
It's an 8 before.
I'm gonna change dice. Fuck this dice.
Okay.
Pink
Oh,
dice. You can't go
God.
wrong with pink.
There's part of me
Yeah.
that really wants you to fail again. Because
don't.
it's just so unlikely.
Like, I want to for the case of maybe setting a fucking world record, but
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
16.
Hey.
And then you go more than double the number. Yeah. All right. So
fuck. It was
it was the mighty spank.
It was the mighty
Yeah.
Zeus.
Yeah. All right. So with a mighty face spank, you hit Xavier, and Xavier, you snap out of it. So you will get a turn. You will get a turn next.
An hour in, I get to play the game.
Yeah.
Yay.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Let's just hope something else horrifying doesn't happen that makes you need to keep cool again. So-
Okay, now that that's happened,
Yeah.
is the pool cue that I've got, by the way, did I just kind of like leave that in him, or is that like still in one hand?
Sort of. It went in him a bit, but it didn't actually go through or pierce him or anything like that. So it was just like a hefty poke, really, is what it was.
So I poked the jelly, and then I unpoked the jelly, and the jelly.
Yeah. And
Righto.
you can see that there was a little wound, like a puncture wound, a little one.
Okie dokie. Well, then in that case, Would you argue me shoving? What would me shoving the pool cue into Xavier and then just being like, all right, light my shit? Would that be?
No, so that's an action that I've been working on the game a little bit more. So that's what I call as a shift. So interacting with something within 5 feet of where you are doesn't really count as an action because it's just something you can quickly do. So
Alright.
handing Xavier the pool cue would be a free action.
I'm just kind of like gonna pretty much just give it to him and like let go. If he drops it, that's his problem. Just be like, snap that, stab this thing. All right, start taking steps back and just lighting up the thing. So pretty much trying to walk my 25 feet back and
Yeah.
also yeet a thing
Hurl.
at
yeah.
this boy. Not exactly in that order, like in the hurl move.
Yeah.
Those
Cool.
are my actions there.
All right.
Roll
So
maneuver.
roll your Zippo powers.
Okie dokie. Zippo powers. That's gonna roll this one. And then that's -3, whatever the hit DC is. 13.
13. I think so. On your character sheet, we did the maths already. It's a hit target of 9, so you succeed.
Wait. What did I say? Area. Oh no, that's to do with the critical roll, isn't it? Because I can, or something about hit +1 additional target within 5 feet, but that's not important. Yeah, it is hit target 9. You're right. Thank you.
That's all right. So yes, you do succeed. Roll your
Yay.
damage.
And that's 1d6 fire. Everything is 1d6. I love it. 4.
4. All right. Again, not a fan of the fire. Not a fan at all. Now, not a fan of you.
Not surprised, and
in
I am
general.
fucking off. Just being like,
All right.
I've done the most damage out of all
You have.
of us to this thing.
It helps that you were able to move.
I mean, it helps that I was able to, exist.
Xavier. It's your turn.
Woo!
You have 2
Yeah.
actions. This thing's right in front of you. And old mate has just yeeted some fire and started fucking off towards the back door.
Also gave you the pull cue. Told you to snap the pull cue and stab it. I've also been trying to tell you as well about the propane tanks that are
I feel
somewhere.
like fighting this thing head on is a bad idea. Like, I don't think I should do it.
It doesn't help that your character is kind of a melee boy.
Yes. But I feel like fighting a boss, I shouldn't be doing that unless I'm better prepared.
Just get boss stats for it.
Is there like attack as opportunity?
I mean, if we're talking meta speak, you haven't seen one yet.
We've never left its fucking rage. Ugh.
But again, meta, Tiffany didn't get one when she moved away from the bat.
Yeah.
But maybe this guy has one because he's the boss. I don't know.
Maybe this guy isn't the boss. Maybe the bat's the boss. Oh my god.
He's a big boy. Or maybe he's
Oh
not.
my
Maybe,
God.
this is all, maybe he has like 2 hit points, but you know, we never know. Fuck. I don't know. Should I fight it or should I run? Please. Voices in my head tell me what to do.
I have told you
What would
to
Xavier
snap
do?
the fucking thing and stab the thing.
You want me to
Also
stab
told you
it?
about propane tanks.
You-
And I'm currently fucking off out of the building. Like I'm following Tiffany
But
right
why
now.
do you
I
want me
am
to stab it? Why are you running away?
Because of things that I have seen, and I did say in the previous term when I was trying to shake you out of it was, dude, stab it. It doesn't like being stabbed with wood.
I mean, not
Effectively.
most things don't.
Yeah, but I was
I
very
can't think of a single
insistent
thing that would
about it.
like that. Maybe
I mean,
a tree.
I was very insistent about it. You don't know why I was insistent about it. You just know I was insistent.
Okay. Alright. I'll fucking snap the fucking pool cue. I'll stab it.
All right, cool. Roll a aiming for a hit target of 7 for an attack with this thing.
You're asking me to roll it, Frankie. You didn't get this far. Alright. Let me go back to the pink dice, because
That was the
serving
good
well.
one.
You've got all your bad ones out the way.
Yeah,
It's a 10.
10.
Pass.
That's higher than 10. That's higher than
Pass,
7.
yeah, certainly is.
Yeah.
So you snap the pull cue over your knee and then jam it right into the torso of this thing. It's going to be 1d6 plus 5 damage.
Ooh.
Damn. That's pretty good.
That gets more damage than I normally do with my flame,
Melee
based on roll alone though.
Oh, that fell off.
Who knows what multipliers I get? Maybe I get plus infinity.
Definitely.
5? That's 5.
5 plus 5?
5 plus 5.
So
Yeah.
10.
Nice.
Nice.
Solid hit.
A very
Very
solid hit. So you go straight through the abdomen of this thing as it sort of like reels back in pain and holds on to the cue in its stomach. Now, as you sort of try to pull it out, you can see it is definitely stuck in there. Like it is not moving back out again.
Yeah.
But you do have the other half of the pool key though, don't you?
I get 3 turns, right? Not 2.
2.
turns?
You've got 2. Yeah.
Can I use my backswing? Or does that not
Backswing.
count? That's my melee weapon.
You know what? I'm going to say that, like, if you're trying to hit him with the other half of it, yeah, it doesn't quite fit the bill, but I'll allow it. Yeah.
Because it just says whenever you land a successful attack with a melee weapon, which is it's a melee weapon, right?
And then
Your next
yeah.
melee attack with that weapon, but I got the other half of it, right?
exactly. So it's a loophole. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. I'll say that. Sure.
Just snap all your melee weapons in half. You got this, bro. I
You
got you.
got lots of hits. So
Infinite
roll
extra damage.
to hit a hit.
Mhm.
Yeah. So it's again a hit target of 7.
9?
9. Yeah.
It's a little
okay.
bit lower, but it's still higher than a 7.
So
Yeah.
we take these
Exactly.
dubs. We take these dubs.
For sure. So this will be a 1d6 plus 8
Alright.
Ooh.
because you do 3 extra damage with your backswing.
Can I stab it in the eye if I get a good enough roll? That's what I'd like to do.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
4.
4. So 4 plus 8, 12. Wow. All right. Yeah. So
Actually chunking this thing now. There we go.
yeah. You with the second half, as this sort of lean down, grabbing its side, just straight right into its skull in through the eye. You can feel the eye burst under the pressure of your
Ooh.
stab. It has gone straight in again, completely stuck right in there, and lets out this horrible, pained roar.
Poor crocodile.
And it looks very, very angry.
Out of 10, given that I'm currently standing there also.
Yeah.
0 being pissed as all hell at Irian, and 10 being pissed as all hell at Zave. What's this thing looking at right now?
Zave. Definitely.
On the scale though, it's like a straight up 10 then?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Would it be possible for a free action then? Just chatting?
Chatting, yes, but it's not going to draw the attention of the creature.
That's completely okay.
Yeah.
Dude, I think this thing has short-term memory loss. It's fucking pissed at you, dude. Nice guy.
All right. It's now its turn.
Yeah. Get ready to use that special ability of yours.
And in its rage, it's going to try and strike out and gore Xavier twice. Do you have any evasion?
I have 1 point in speed, so it says 1 extra evasion point.
Yeah, so you got one evasion by the look of things.
Mm-hmm.
It still hits.
Okay.
Yeah. For 10 points of damage.
Oh, fuck me dead.
Out of your 14 remaining hit points.
Okay. Yeah.
Now, would you like to use your special power now, or you want to save that?
The next hit, I'll do that. Don't you worry.
Okay. All right. So you're down to 4 hit points.
Next minute, the next hit's actually going to be like 24 or something bullshit. And like, if you'd used it now, you would have absolutely died anyway.
But the second one doesn't hit.
Ooh.
So,
that's kind of unfortunate.
So it slams. Huh?
Yeah. I think you're going.
Yeah. So it slams into you with this heavy claw, scratches right through your side. You can feel your skin split apart like a burning zipper unzipping straight past your skin with each one of its claws. And it goes for the second one, but because of its impaired eyesight, can't land the second hit properly. And you are stuck standing in front of this creature. And then we go back over to the cabin. And
I go hi.
And we've got the little bat teeths.
He sounds so like, oh no, we're back here again with this shit.
And he's gonna try and get Tiffany. Have a munch on Tiffany.
Do it. You won't.
Oh, he does.
Fine.
He does twice as successfully.
Even with the evasion?
With a nat 20.
Oh, you fuck.
You fucked, kid.
That's 7 points of damage from this thing as it sinks its spine tentacles into you, and you can feel this sharp, what might be a beak, stick through in the middle and leave this massive puncture hole, as if someone's got one of those big long tent nails and just smack one of them right into your shoulder.
Nice. How many points?
7.
7?
Yeah.
I'll set up annexes and stuff like that, so I know exactly what you're talking about. I'm just like, oh.
Alright.
What is your turn now?
Alright. Can I... Wait, I'm holding the kid.
Meat shield, meat shield, meat shield, meat shield.
Well, my plan, the first thing that came to my brain that tends to happen, that I end up falling on is not much better than using him as a mute shield. Can I just yeet him towards the door and then...
The door you've jammed shut?
Yeah.
You can.
or should I just drop it? Maybe I just... Does a drop count as a...
No, that's a free.
That's a free thing?
That's a free thing, yeah.
You kind of
Alright.
came in here, just a reminder, you came in here for the hairspray. You were now
I
attempting to
know.
leave with the child.
I know. Well, I got worried about the child.
Came in, grabbed the gun, picked him up, now dropping it.
I get very easily distracted, both in-game and out.
To that point, that if you want to go back for the hairspray, you gotta fight this thing again. Assuming it doesn't chase you out.
Could do that. I might as well lie in this bed that I've made. No, I'm going to drop him as a free action. I feel bad about it. Or I could just drag him out, try and open the door with this thing attached to me. No. Alright, I'm going to drop him and I'm just going to try and, like... You said this beak's in me, right?
Yeah, it's like gone in, hit you, stabbed you with the beak, and then you've sort of recoiled back and it's flown back up into the air. So it's not still stuck in you.
Damn it. I was gonna just... Because if this thing is in me, can I stick the gun in it and then pull the trigger?
Yeah,
Or it doesn't
but
work like that.
electricity does transfer if it's in you and you shock it.
Does it work like that? Probably. Yeah, probably. Because it's in the air and I'm on the ground, so it's going to travel towards the ground. Well, then if we run away, then everything I've been here for is for nothing. No, I'm just gonna try and go back for the hairspray. I know it sounds dumb. I think I'm gonna drop him. I'm gonna try and go for the hairspray. And then hopefully he misses on my next hit. Otherwise, this whole thing's good for nothing.
Alright, so you drop the kid, you run back.
Don't laugh at me.
You run back over. Okay. Horror's great. You drop the kid, you run back over to the suitcase, pick up the 3 bottles of hairspray, and that's...
Can we say that there's 1 bottle of hairspray, and can I say that I've got matches or something in there, or do I have to go all the way, find matches in another cabin?
I don't know. I don't think Tiffany would have anything to use matches for in her bag. I really can't. Unless you can provide a reason as to why she would have matches in her bag.
She's a rebellious teen. She
She
smokes.
smokes.
She didn't take any cigarettes off of Xavier when he was smoking.
There you go.
Not
wasn't
Xavier, not
smoking.
Xavier, sorry, Urian.
Sydney. Oh, yeah.
Urian and Sydney. And she's not asked for one or showed interest in them up until this point.
True. Or should I backtrack again and just try and run out with the kid?
What?
I'm just all right. I'm gonna sit. I'm gonna lay in. Yeah, I'm just gonna lay on this bed. I'm going back. I've picked up the spray. All right, done.
Alright,
Move on.
Cool. Back up to Urian. Urian, you've just seen Xavier take quite a heavy hit from this creature.
I can't do anything to help him besides first aid, which I don't have any first aid tools on me. Except for my will to live, but that's mine. Yep, that's my will to live, not Xavier's will to live.
Xavier
So,
does-
are there any? Have I seen a med kit in this area?
Yeah, generally, basically, near every major entrance / exit, there is a first aid kit. So the door you were heading towards, there is one next to that.
Alrighty. Zav gets his turn first.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know how I want to play this because I could just get its attention on me and draw aggro.
And first aid does take a while to do as well.
Shit. Yeah, Zev, here's new plan. I'm gonna draw its aggro. Fuck off away from it. Grab a first aid. Here we go. I'll throw a fireball at him.
Yeah.
At the boyo. Let's get it. That hit my fucking mouse. Don't do that. That's toxic. That was a 17 to hit.
Okay.
I need to roll 18 for the crit. Fuck me dead. So let me roll the damage. Where's my... Where is... There it is. Thank you. I rolled an absolutely whopping 1 for the damage on that one.
Just one?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Fantastic number.
Yeah.
I'm going to take... how far away am I from it right now?
It's probably about 30, 35 feet.
Righto, Spaghetti-O. What is the thing? Right, okay, fair enough. So if I was to take an action to step back, which is 25 feet total, I'd be on the cusp of 60 feet, is that right?
Yeah, yep.
I'm just double checking because math and shit. That's my max range for pyrokinesis before it starts becoming fucky wucky. So that'll be my...
So beyond 30 feet, your hit target's increased by 1, so it would be a 10 instead of a 9, and you can't throw it past 60 feet. 60 feet's the absolute maximum.
Yeah. So I am at my cap at this point in time, but I am assuming I'm out the door now, effectively.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Gonna throw my next fireball and hope to high hell that it actually is gonna fucking help draw aggro on this shit because I'm trying to get this thing out the door.
All right. Okay.
Oh, thank the Lord. 19.
19. All right. Cool. Yeah.
That's my crit.
That's your crit as well. So double damage.
18 plus my crit. Yeah. And I also get the melt 2.
You do. Yep.
Okay, so that was a 3. Do you want me to double that or roll again?
Roll again.
4. So 7 plus melt 2.
All right, cool.
Whatever my melt 2 does to its armor.
Yeah, reduces it by 2. So, with a mighty pained howl, the fire damage burns away its skin and it drops down to its knees.
Oh, shit.
It doesn't appear dead, but it is properly stunned.
Okay. That's really... This is the good ending right now. The good ending for this segment.
So that was your whole turn. That was throw 2 while you moved back.
Throw 2, you move back. That's right.
Yeah.
So that's all I got. Let me just real quick mark that down as having thrown it twice.
Yeah.
I gave myself a little exhaustion meter.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice.
I know, it's cute.
So cute. All right, cool. So that means, Xavier, it's your turn now. The creature has been hit with these 2 motes of fire. It has dropped to its knees. It's looking... It doesn't appear to be very lucid right now. It's just sort of like knelt over on the ground.
Should I finish it off or should I leave it?
That's up to you, my friend. I only told you new plan was I'm going to try and draw aggro, and it didn't end up drawing aggro. It just put it on the floor. So.
It is the coach. What if he's just like mind controlled or some shit? I did stab him in the eye though. That is something that I did.
There
I
are
have a question. No,
yes, yeah, no, go ahead.
I noticed I have an item called a haterade.
Yeah,
I'm just wondering if that's a one-time use thing or is that something that I like have?
That's
my disposable.
That's a one-time, something you can use once per day.
It's like I restock it every night. I put a haterade in my bag.
Yeah.
I have no coffee left. Franco doesn't drink coffee because coffee's poopy, but Urian drinks coffee.
I think I might as well take a step back and back from the monster. And I might as well use that. My drink.
Okay. So what?
What's your haterade do?
It was me.
Nice.
So electrolytes.
Hell yeah, good
Yeah.
shit.
Because drinking Powerade, haterade gives you health.
For sure. That's how it
Red Bull
works.
gives you wings, haterade gives you health.
That's how the commercials sell it to me. So
That's a fucking terrible roll. That's a 6 HP.
6 HP.
You know what? It's better than being. I'm on 10 now.
You're on 10 now. Yeah, that is right. 10's better
What's your
than 4.
max?
I rolled way better than that. 18.
What's your max, bro? 18. Yeah, fair enough.
All right. So you gulp down your haterade, your daily haterade, and you walk back start heading back towards the door. Was it you going to go try and get as far as you can? You're pretty much right in the doorway if you move your full movement of 30 feet.
Don't forget the first aid kit.
I'll walk the doorway and leave.
Yeah. Cool.
Don't forget the first aid kit.
I'm going to take it.
Don't forget the first aid
All
kit.
right. Cool. You grab the first aid kit. All right, and you're in the door. Sweet. The creature is going to see. I'm going to make a secret little thing. I'm not going to tell you what it does, but the creature needs to do something. All right. Cool. All right. It's stunned. Back in the cabin with Tiffany and co.
Yes. I'm gonna blast it.
Well, it's actually its turn to start with.
Oh, okay. Well, it can eat me, and then I'll try and blast it if I survive.
So it's gonna, try and do a nummy num. That's gonna succeed. What was your evasion again?
+2.
Yeah.
It hit.
Yeah, it hits. Yeah.
Fair enough.
3 damage this time, as it's sort of a grazing wound.
Right.
Looks like it's trying to get your other shoulder. But yeah, it sinks some of its spines into you, and you can actually see as you're looking down, there is this strange sort of viscous fluid seeping from the large beak wound that you've got.
Oh, God.
Gross.
And now it is your turn.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna try and empty one can right into its face. Try and blind it, at least. Get it off me and distracted.
Suffocate it with the power of way too many fucking hairspray fumes.
Alright, okay. Cool, so you're just going straight in its face?
Trying to, yes.
Okay. We're gonna... Do you have points in improvisation?
I've got 3.
You got 3 in improvisation. Alright, this is gonna be a roll of 8.
Kelly, if I roll shit, it's your fault.
Nah,
Now that you're rolling good, you've passed on the shit.
I'm not even rolling good. I'm just rolling a pass.
Yeah, that's good. 8 seems to be the new 10. Oh, would you believe it? It's an 8.
An 8. Bang on. Alright, so...
Making me fucking sweat.
You... into the face of this creature. It does seem to cough a little bit, like as much as you could probably imagine it, hearing it cough like behind its tentacle beak. And it's now all sticky with hairspray.
Okay.
It's now sticky with hairspray because you had a bad day.
and it's still aggro on me.
Yeah.
Still seems to be paying attention to me.
Yeah.
Can I get really mad and try yeet the now empty hairspray out the glass window?
Yeah, sure. Let's go another 8 for a target number for an improvisation.
Okay. 8. It's 15.
Rolls a 7.
15?
Hits the
Alright.
bedpost.
15.
Bonks self.
You shut your face, don't give me ideas.
Yeah, so closest window, you just yeet the empty can, and it hits it. It bounces off, but it's enough to crack the glass.
Okay. Does the bat turn its head to the noise?
It's kind of hard to tell. This thing is pretty jittery as it is. It's just kind of flapping where it is. It's not really turning or anything like that.
So I'm still thinking about the fire. There's no other way. There's nothing else. There's no nothing in here that would be a spark.
Nothing in Tiffany's bag.
Yeah, but is there anything that I know that's in this room that I can use to set this bastard on fire?
Tiffany might know if she had read her orientation documents and got the full breakdown of what facilities and equipment and items were included in each of the cabin's drawers. So you can have a look for it on your next turn. But Tiffany definitely does not know what is in this room.
Even in the however long it's been, 7 weeks that we've been living in this place with other people, they wouldn't be able to just mention it in the 7 weeks.
You think Tiffany's gonna pay attention to that shit though?
Yeah.
She listens to people. She doesn't read. If someone says, "Oh, hey, there's a fucking flamethrower in the drawer."
Now, Tiffany, if you're ever attacked by a weird mutant bat, there is some matches in. So yeah, I'll let you know that Tiffany definitely believes, because she is intelligent, regrettably. She definitely knows or believes that somewhere in this cabin there would be some sort of fire lighting thing. In terms of where that might be, she doesn't know specifically. But she does know that the first aid kit is above a set of drawers that she's never opened in the 4 weeks-ish she's been here.
Yeah, it hasn't needed to. It's been great up until this point.
Back up to Urian. So Urian, you can see that Xavier's just backed out through the door as well, holding the first aid kit. Still getting the sense the creature is stunned.
So we both effectively kind of both just standing outside the door.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Now just for the case of negotiation or understanding, at least on my part. Now we've set it up so that exhaust takes an entire turn for me to remove all of my exhaust points.
Yeah.
If I wanted to devote an action to a single point of regaining, an exhaust space, would that be at all possible? No. Okay, no, fair enough.
Yeah. So yeah, reason why it's purposely it's the entire turn, regardless of even if you had more coordination to get more than 2 actions in a turn, because it's still roughly the same amount of time. Coordination, that sort of thing, lets you do more things within that same amount of time, rather than giving you more time, if that makes sense. So in the same way, the reason why that the exhaustion recover is a full turn is because it's a matter of de-stressing, taking a big deep breath in, and taking that chance to recover or regain your powers.
So it's still the same 6 seconds. I just yeet more in the same 6 seconds if I have more coordination.
Yeah, but it still takes that full amount of time to recover from your exhaustion.
Righto, Spaghetti-O. Well, in that case then, I'm currently at 2. I have the option for 3, but then I can't move. No, I'll fuck around, find out. I haven't taken any damage thus far. Worst case scenario, I die here. But this is the hill, or rather, the piece of grass that I die on. Yeeting flames. So I'ma hit him with the three Monty. I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm just gonna fucking and I'm gonna see how it goes.
All right.
If I set fire to the entire building, amazing.
So you through the doorway.
Yeah.
Yeeting. All right. Cool.
Down my 60 feet, so that means it's a 10.
Yep.
Because I haven't moved back. I can still attack this bitch.
Yeah.
First one was a 13.
13. Yep.
I'm just gonna roll all 3 first, so I can roll the same dice.
Sure.
And then, second one was a 16.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you? And the third one was a 12.
All right. Cool. So all 3
No
hits.
creeps. First was a 3 for damage.
3. Yep.
Second was a 1 damage, totaling 4 at this stage.
Yep.
And a 6.
All right. Cool.
10 damage.
All right.
Or the 5 variety.
All right.
And a very angry boyo, no doubt in my mind. If he's alive.
All right. Still alive. Still knelt over. It seems like, again, you're hitting him with the fire. It is grazing, blasting off him. It is leaving scorch marks and peeling away some of his skin. But it doesn't seem to be finishing the job. Like it doesn't. The way you're kind of feeling is there's not quite enough power to kill this thing from your blasts. All you're doing is keeping it stunned.
Right. I will express this to Xavier and I'll be like, I think I'm keeping it down, keeping it from getting it back up again, but it's not doing what it was before. I think we gotta hit this fucking thing.
I suggest leaving, personally.
Yeah. But if we leave this, what if the others come back? Where the fuck is that bitch?
So Xavier, as it comes around to your initiative, and as you mentioned the idea of leaving, one thing you do see just near to where you and Urian are right now is the groundskeeper's ATV.
It's an ATV?
All-terrain vehicle. So it's like a quad bike kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's like a quad bike with a little trailer. There are some supplies on it. It's got a little canopy. And its wheels can basically go through mud. You can go over gravel, rocks, and all that sort of thing. It can't literally go on all terrain. You couldn't drive it through the middle of a forest, but it can go through most surfaces. It looks like that he was maybe in the middle of potentially refueling it, as you can see that the fuel cap is open, but there is no jerry can nearby.
How come I didn't see this with my awareness?
You're hurling fireballs at the creature.
Not mad, tree. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Fill out my-
So that's like I'm sitting at the door and I'm seeing that just outside the door?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. I might relay that to... What is your name? Urine?
Urine. Yeah.
Urian.
Urine. Yeah.
Urium?
The Pissinator.
The Pissinator.
Be like... I suggest we get out of here, regroup with Tiffany. I don't think we should take this thing head on. That's fucked me up quite badly. Excuse my language. Don't laugh at that, Rosie. And then I guess I'll just kind of encourage Urine to come outside, and I'll go onto that bike if I can get onto it.
Yeah.
Start it up.
Sure. Keys are still in it.
Mm-hmm.
And as you sort of start it up, there is a heavy bit of sputtering. It does start, but you can see that, the engine, so the fuel indicator is like below the E. Like this thing is definitely out of fuel right now.
Fuck. Also, if you see fuel, bring it with you.
Alright. So you do have a motor right now. If you do want to try and attempt to... try and move around on it, you can. But yeah, the fuel is
would it be going? Is it facing like the right direction? If I were to go to where Tiffany went,
If you were to go what?
if I was to like drive to the direction that Tiffany ran, supposing I assumed that she was going, is it like facing that direction?
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't need to like do a 180 or anything.
No. Yeah, you can just straight
I think
through
I'm good. Just like on the getaway vehicle.
All right.
Ready
Cool. So you're staying where you are for right now?
for now.
All right. Cool. Back into the cabin. Tiffany, the bat is going to do its thing.
Do bad things.
It hits its target number.
Holy shit, how many hit points do you even have left?
It doesn't hit as hard as the other thing did.
Yeah, but she's getting chipped.
5 points of damage. Rosie, you're muted.
Wow.
It's funny I could hear that even though I couldn't hear you.
Well, I'm still alive.
Really?
By my calculations, by not very much.
Do you want me to tell you?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope, I don't want to know.
Okay.
I don't want these guys to know either. But
Okay.
from my powers of deduction, I'm pretty sure I know the number.
Okay. Yes.
1. Is it 1?
All right. So it did the same thing. It went in and then out.
Yeah, this one, again, was sort of like a graze. But you can see that there's, the ichor that's kind of leaking out of your major beak wound. It's almost kind of like... It's kind of like... It's like cocooning over, in a way, is the best way to describe it. The wound is kind of cocooning over itself, and you can feel it's a bit of a burning sensation as well.
That's not good.
But yeah, here you are.
Okay. Well. All right.
Things were not fine.
I'm stuck between what I would do and what Tiffany would do. I think I know I've still got, you're gonna let me have another can, right?
Yeah, you've got
On my person?
Yeah, you've got 2 cans on you left.
Okay.
And that's not a boobs joke. You do have 2 cans of hairspray left.
On my person.
On your person.
As well as a couple of toucans. And some boobies. Can I... I'm just gonna... Same as Frankie, I'm gonna die on this hill, probably literally. Can I please find the matches?
Alright.
Somewhere in a drawer.
So you're running over to the mystery drawers of doom?
I don't know why you're doing it, because I legitimately am the source of all flame at this stage, and like, blessed be.
Well, what's my other option? Is try and run out the door and make all of this for naught, which would piss me off even more, or try as I might to go down in a literal blaze of glory,
Tiffany
taking this fucker out with me.
What would Tiffany do?
Tiffany in the last game had this exact same scenario.
WWT.
She was very close to death, and she was like, "If I'm dying, you're dying with me, bitch." And that's the same story here. If I'm dying, I'm taking this fucker with me.
But you're not even gonna. What happens if you don't find matches? How are you gonna take this fucker down with you?
Then I'm gonna cry and never play D&D again in my life.
This isn't D&D. And no, you're obligated. I will come to your house and whoop your ass. Or I'll tell Cal too, and I'll be sad that I can't. Yeah.
Alright. Okay, I'm going to give you a choice here, Rosie.
Okay.
I'm going to give you a choice. You can either, as per usual, so there's 3 drawers.
Mm-hmm.
You can either, as per usual, roll, it'll be an improvisation check.
Mm-hmm.
and roll a target number. And if you succeed, then you find the matches. Or I will choose a number between 1 and 3, and then you can pick 1, 2, or 3. See if the matches are in there.
Do I either roll or rely on my knowledge of your brain?
Yeah. Well, see, the thing is, if you do the other way, I just think it might be a bit fun, but I'll get you to close your eyes and I'll hold up a number to the other two, so there's no cheating or anything involved. And if you choose that number, you will find the matches first go.
To be honest with you, a 66% chance of not quite getting it versus what would the percentage chance be?
Will it be?
It'll be an 11.
Will I have something in those drawers, or is it going to be 0-0 matches?
It's going to be 0-0 matches, but actually, you know what? I'll give you 2 chances if you do the pick a number between 1 and 3.
Oh, so I can go and then
Yeah.
Okay.
Worst case scenario, you don't get it.
Yeah. It's about the same
50-50.
odds. Yeah.
All right, I like those odds better of a 50-50.
Of
We're all
guess.
about the
Of
all
the
right,
guessing.
all right.
All right. Close your eyes. Keep them closed. All right.
Yeah.
Kel, Frankie.
Actually, wait, Rosie, turn around. Face the wall.
Oh, why would I?
Just
cheat?
for 100% certainty. We gotta be certain.
Turn around, you're banned.
All
You're
right.
banning you.
All
How
right.
does the back of my head look? Great.
It's great,
Really
actually.
good.
It is
I
the
like it.
Yeah.
it is the
I like your
best.
head today.
It is the best back of the head I have seen all day. Yeah. All right. All right. So Kel, Frankie.
All right, my first guess.
All right, you can turn around now. Yeah.
Oh, can I?
Yeah, you can turn around now. Yeah.
I was gonna make a joke.
Oh.
What's the joke?
My first guess is draw number 1.
That's right.
Yes.
That's
true.
Yeah. So, open the first drawer. Matches. Got 'em.
All right. Sick. Well, I'm not gonna waste. Do I have another turn?
Technically, you normally wouldn't, but I'll let you try and do a hard improvisation check to yeet a match that would stay lit and go across the room to try and hit the bat.
I was thinking more, and then holding it up and that way.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean the definitely wouldn't reach the bat from where you are.
How big is this room?
Big. It's big. It's a cabin.
God damn it.
But yeah, we'll see how you can get that ready. You can light the match, and then as soon as that sucker comes in, providing you survive its next attack, light that bitch up. All right, Urian.
Okay. Rip me. Anyway, yes, go on.
Ow, 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 ow. Ow, 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 ow. Shut up. Ow. I'm gonna spend my turn just trying to
Recover.
recover, get my fingies back and not be on fire and shit. Because I am not in a good spot. I'm also just gonna obviously be looking at that fucking thing. I'm just ow, ow, ow.
Yeah. It seems to be sort of still hunched over, still stunned, breathing heavily. No signs of lucidity yet.
All right.
Zave.
Yes.
Save you fuck.
Xavier, what you doing?
I mean, I thought maybe Old Bane would want to come out and join me, but I guess not.
Mhm.
I don't really want to leave him behind.
Well, I mean, you also kind of haven't said anything.
I did. I yelled out and said, "Come with me." Did you just ignore me?
That's what Frankie does.
Frankie?
I mean, I'm trying to take my turn really just to chill out. Because if I move, I still don't have any attacks or anything like that. So that's
Yeah,
what that was.
I'm trying to get us out of here, though. Run away.
I recognize that, but I also, like, my character also said, yeah, if we leave and this thing gets back up, what happens to other people? And also, where is that bitch? Were my direct words.
Okay.
Hmm.
Is
So
there
I've raised the point.
Is there a jerry can anywhere around I can see with my eyes?
Not that you can see. However, you have seen the groundskeepers quite often go into the modern shed nearby.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, another one's in there, isn't it?
So there may be one in there.
Don't really need this bike. It's just a cool to have, not a necessity. That's what I'm thinking right now.
I mean, it's useless right now.
How far away is the shed?
The shed from here is about 150 feet away. Which is about how quickly you could get there if you spent your turn zooming on the quad.
Ah, that makes sense. Fuck it. I will do that.
All right.
Yes.
Cool. So you're still spluttering quite a bit, but get it going over the grass. And yeah, you drive it across the way and get over to the shed. The shed's main sliding door is slightly ajar right now. But you get over there with your turn. Cutting back into the cabin. And the bat
Yeah.
is going to move and swipe.
Mm-hmm.
Gets a 19.
Oh, yeah?
That's its crit, isn't it?
Not exactly. Nope. But it does 2 damage.
Wow. Rip. I'm down/dead.
So you are now bleeding out,
Yeah.
Tiffany. So the way bleeding out works is now, can I ask, what is your strength?
Strength.
Do you have a point in strength?
No, maybe. Hang on, if my mouse works. No. Only one in speed.
1 in speed, not in strength.
Yeah,
All right.
not in strength.
So how bleeding out works in this game, it's kind of similar to D&D, but kind of not. So you need to roll what is essentially a death saving throw on your turn. Target number is 10 or
That's 2
higher.
more than 8.
10 or higher, yeah. Yeah, that's right. It's 2 more than 8, yeah.
Quick math.
And this is where your strength does come into it a bit as well. So you need to roll 3 successes before you roll a number of failures equal to 1 plus your strength score. So because you don't have any strength, if you roll 1 failure,
I die.
you die.
You fucking... Oh, shit. That is harsh, dude. Nice.
Fair enough.
It is now your turn.
Yeah. So I gotta roll that save?
And this thing is pierced its way into your chest. You've fallen to the ground. It seems like the light is disappearing from Tiffany's eyes. And yes, we need you to make a recovery check.
Oh, I thought you were gonna be like, and we're gonna leave the session there. I was gonna be like, you...
No, we're not. No, we're gonna find out right now.
Right now. If Rosie rolls like shit, which is potential. What did I have to roll?
10.
10? I got an 8.
Oh.
So,
It did hit the mic.
was the final result cocked? That's the important question. Or was it flat?
It did bounce off the mic. Like I rolled it, it went ka-dink, and then rolled in a different direction to get an 8.
No, that counts. That's an 8.
Okay.
So, Tiffany's body goes limp.
Nice.
Muscles start spasming as this bat-like creature just goes to town, feasting
Oh,
on Tiffany. And focusing the camera on that scene for a moment, we see that with each wound from its beak, again starts to cocoon and crystallize over. And what looks like little spider eggs start growing in the wounds. As we cut back to Urian, you have just recovered. The creature you are seeing is still stunned. For now. But you are starting to hear the sounds of screaming coming from where the lake is.
Shit. I got a bad fucking feeling. What's the bet, Mikhail? Burn that bridge when we get to it. Is there anything nearby the door that looks sizable, like a bench, a chair, like anything, like preferably on the outside here at all? Your boy's already fucked off with the ATV, so I can't use that.
To try and force shut the door, you mean, or?
So if I was to shut the door, for example, and I wanted to try and put something there to pose a barrier of some form.
Yeah. There is a wood log bench just near the door.
Would it be feasible to assume that I could pick that up? Like one person could drag that?
It would be heavy, but you could drag it. I would say it would take 2 actions to do that, though, because of the heft.
But no certainty I can actually do it there. Oh, fuck. Given what I know about where those propane tanks are, I'd blow up the fucking propane tanks as well. So where's the guard tower thing where it's got the light that we were originally trying to turn on?
The on switch is somewhere in the recreation hall where you just were in.
Fuck. Guess we can't see shit otherwise, can we? I don't know if the groundskeepers keep anything else up there. Like a gun or... Fuck. I can't right now justify it to myself besides giving the people at the lake a way to see things, but what if that makes that stuff come here and then that's dangerous? I've got this fucko in front of me. Fuck. Sav's just fucked off, and I think that's a terrible idea. I'm keeping this thing contained. Tiffany, I don't know where she is. I just know she's fucked off. For alcohol.
Yeah, the last time you heard, she was heading towards Sydney's cabin.
That's right. Specifically for the alcohol, that's the only thing that I knew. Right now, I'm keeping this thing contained. And that... I don't even know if I'm really keeping it contained. There's really nothing else I can do. Nah, fuck it. I'm gonna hit it 3 more times because I've gained my exhaustion points.
All right.
It's the best I can do. It's really the only option in front of me besides running, and then that leaves concern of shit. It's fucking cocked. Fuck off. I literally just moved my fucking mouse. And it moved in the way.
Of course.
Oh, that's a 4, not happening.
4, not happening, nope.
16. Not
16.
critical. Feels bad, man. Another 16.
All right. Cool. So two lots of damage.
Yeah. 6.
Yep.
And 1. 7.
All right. Okay. It doesn't seem to react. You're launching the bolts into it again. It's definitely, again, glancing off, doing some damage. But other than that, it's not becoming lucid. It's not waking up. It is just standing there taking the hits. All right.
That's the best I can do.
Okay. Xavier, you've just made it over to the shed. The door is somewhat ajar. There is a fairly bright light illuminating the door. What would you like to do?
Is there anything I can just grab as a makeshift weapon as I walk in? Anything at the front, like an axe or anything?
Yeah. Quite randomly, as you walk in through the door, there is a couple of collection of sports gear, sports equipment, and that sort of thing that's in here, as well as some other bibs and bobs, some tools and that kind of stuff. And you see a trusty cricket bat resting up against the doorway.
Grab the cricket bat.
Okay. All right.
And I
Lovely.
will go inside
All
looking
right.
for a jerry can of fuel.
All right, so you go inside. It is fairly dark. There is a bit of light, like a sliver of light illuminating the room. And in this silver fluorescent light, you can see a red jerry can poking out from underneath one of the tool benches.
Oh, man.
All right.
Okay. I will go up to take it, but I will be cautious
All right.
about it. With
Cool.
my weapon ready.
All right. So you cautiously walk up, keeping your cool weapon, cricket bat, at the ready. Reach in under. Put your hand on the cold metal jerry can. Slide it out from underneath. And start walking back to
Okay.
your vehicle. Rosie,
Yeah.
you're now Regina.
Oh, hello.
Huddled over in the middle of the forest surrounding you, and huddled with you is Mikhail.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, I don't know what that was, but what it did to Miss Trubasky, that wasn't normal.
Oh shit, it wasn't normal.
Look, I'm gonna be real with you right now. Me and Yuri, we were looking at this book, and we're trying to. It sounds stupid saying it right now, but we were trying to learn magic and it's spells. You know, we go a whole life without fucking being seen, and we just wanted to do something to. I did it because I wanted to have someone to be called special.
What are you? Why are you mentioning this now? What, did you summon a demon or what?
I don't know. But look.
Do you know how to fix it then? Is that why you're bringing it up?
I don't fucking know. But what I do know is that I might be able to distract it just enough for you to get back to camp. All right. I got to do it. If I did anything to bring this into here, I gotta. You gotta be safe.
What? Why? Why? What's your plan? What do you possibly think you can do to distract that?
He grabs Regina by the hand and says, "Just run."
My boy.
And with a shaky, clammy palm, and after a short, intense stare, Mikhail walks back, grabs a stick off the ground, looks over and says, Regina still huddled over, and says, "Run!"
She's gonna get up and look really confused and kind of go, "Okay, I'll go get help. I'll find someone. Just stay here. I'll come back."
And shortly after, Regina starts running off towards camp. A large shadow swoops down, picks Mikhail up off the ground, and his limp body goes flying through the trees. We'll cut that back over to Urian.
All right. Not a clue how well this is gonna go, but fuck it. I'm gonna use 2 of my turns then to attempt to grab this log bench thing and just heave-ho this shit in front of the door and try and like barricade this shit up, because I don't know how much success I'm having, honestly. And I don't feel comfortable walking in there to go stab it with a pool cue I snapped. I don't know how well that would work. I do not know enough about this worst case scenario. I set this entire fucking building on fire. So, yeah, what do you need from me, Chief, to attempt this?
Well, that's basically just interacting with an object, but it's just going to take 2 actions. So you shut the door, and then 2 actions putting the bench in front of it.
Do I have anything left at all? Because I've got 3 turns total.
Yep, you got 1 more action you can use.
All right. I'm gonna have a free action sit on the bench for 3 seconds. Small midlife crisis, rather early life crisis, and then get back up again because haven't really had any opportunity to freak the fuck out at this stage.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take my 25 and move away because.
All right.
I've already barricaded the thing, and I'm gonna try and. Actually, no, I'm not gonna take my 25. I'm going to use my action to try and scan and investigate what I can see of this area. I've seen Zav fuck off in that way direction, which I know is that utility shed. That's all I know.
Yeah.
What else do I see?
In the area, I mean, this is sort of like the driveway that sort of descends from the road down into the camp area, which is where the recreation center is nearby.
Mm-hmm.
So aside from that, I mean, it's a gravel that leads up to more sort of like a dirt road. You know that there is on the road itself, just on the other side, there is a small kind of like undercover area to park a car. You can't see it, but last time you remember, Coach's pickup truck is parked over there. aside from that, yeah, there's not really a lot around here. There's a couple more of those log stools. There's a fire pit, right off into the middle of the camp, a little bit away. But aside from that, yeah, you're not really. There's not really a lot of useful things around here.
Can I see anything generally happening from the forest where the lake is towards? I don't see any of that sort of shit. None of this flying bullshit. Shadow. Right, Spaghetti-O. Was that my turn investigating that stuff by just looking around, or is that just generally
I'd say that's general awareness. Yeah, I won't
fair enough. Well, in that case, then I'm going to take my 25 towards the campfire.
Okay. All right. Towards the fire pit. Yep.
That's not up right now, is it?
No.
Any wood in there?
You know that there is a wood pile with a little housing unit for it. It's close by.
Yeah, go for that actually.
All right.
Perfect. Yeah.
Okay. So it's still a while away. It's going to take you. It's about 100 or so feet away to get there. So
that's fine. Any progress is good progress.
Cool. All right. Now, as you start walking over there, you hear a blood-curdling roar come from the building.
Shit.
Assuming the creature is no longer stunned.
Because I haven't been keeping it on fire, or I don't know. Fuck.
And you hear it. You hear a large crash, and then another large crash, and then a third and final crash. As you turn your head, and you can just barely see the faint outline of this creature on top of the recreation building.
Oh, fuck.
All right. Xavier, you've also faintly just heard this roar and these crashes from where you are. You've gotten back to the ATV with the fuel.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing?
My plan.
Baby, come back.
Well, I'm gonna
so
put the fuel in the
lonely.
thing. If I haven't already done that.
Yep.
And
So
I
that's
literally can't live without you.
one action. Fuel in. Yep.
Then, guess I will get back on the thingy,
Yep.
the bike, and head back to drive by, pick up old mate.
Are you putting all of the fuel in the jerry can?
Yeah.
Into the ATV?
I wouldn't know.
I mean, you know there's a fucking arsonist
I'm not
in
thinking
your
about
group.
fighting it right now. I'm thinking about getting the fuck away from it. Because I'm smart, not stupid.
3 completely different people. One who is willing to die for a petty cause. One who just wants arson. And the
Who has a fucking
Child's
brain?
life is not petty reason.
he's fucking dead, bro. You just...
Not dead. He was just cold and he had a thing out of it. Anyway,
Tiffany's never ever watched Alien.
All right, so you put all the fuel in that. All the fuel is enough to get it a full tank.
Yeah.
Clamber on, start the engine up, and then you get halfway back to the recreation hall.
And hopefully he can see me coming and start making his way over so that I don't have to go as far out of the way. Maybe I can call out or something. Get over here.
I don't think that's gonna matter because this thing just crashed and went up to the top of the fucking recreation building, which is how tall?
We're on a fast moving vehicle.
Regina, scared, alone back in the woods. Been told to head off towards camp. Started making her way there. Rose, can you roll me target number 14 awareness check, please.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that rolled off the desk again, technically, but it's an 11.
11. All right. So Regina is making her way as fast as she possibly can. Heartbeat in her ears, not really hearing or seeing anything. All she knows is that she needs to go. She needs to get out of here and go somewhere. She needs to keep heading full bore towards camp. She's running, trips over, falls into a puddle, dusts herself off, completely cold from the puddle she just stepped in, keeps running. She starts to see the lights of the camp, and all of a sudden, something out of nowhere swoops down on her, narrowly missing her head.
Joyce. So is this what it's been this whole time? I have no idea what these things are. I just keep getting swooped. They could be magpies for all I know.
Yeah, basically. Or you did definitely see, well, Regina would have seen Mrs. Trabowski be picked up by one of these things and then thrown into the bonfire.
Oh, hot. Literally.
Back to Urian. Urian, you've seen this thing burst out the roof of the recreation center.
My goal was to attempt to get to this woodpile thing, grab that wood, toss as much of that wood onto that log bench thing, and start setting shit on fire. Because I've officially, the Catholic Church has rejected this location. We are now removing it. But that no longer applies, nor matters, because this bitch is literally just, skylights are doors too. And I respect that, because I was saying a window was a door just earlier on in the session. So,
a window.
I respect where this man's is going.
Mm-hmm.
I respect his life choices.
Mm-hmm.
And I respect my own life choices to attempt to... What I've heard... Zav's ATV ring, ding, 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 on its way back.
You would have heard the engine start up, yeah.
Yeah, I guess. All plans are out the window at this point in time. I'm gonna just sprint towards that. That's 75 feet worth of oomph.
Yeah. There's also 75 feet further away from Xavier as well.
Huh?
You're running in the opposite direction of where Xavier's coming from. If you continue running. That is.
I was trying to run towards the engine.
Oh, towards the engine?
Yeah, I'm trying to run towards
sorry,
that.
I thought you meant the fire pit. Gotcha. No, that's fine, man. That's
I've completely kiboshed that one.
All right.
Fuck that plan.
So, yes, so you start to see the little small headlights of Xavier. Xavier, you're rounding the corner with the ATV. You guys are very close to each other at this point. Now,
I'm going to be screaming bloody murder the whole fucking time. Like, that thing's on the roof. It's on the fucking roof.
All right. Now, if you want to combine your last, Xavier's actions, you could stop the ATV and allow Urian to get on.
Please let Urian get on. Urian wants to get on. Urian wants to go now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's gonna scrabble on, fucking really, really awkwardly, try and cuddle up to the back of Zav, just straight up clawing on.
Alright.
Don't care how this ATV is meant to be if you can sit on the back. No. Urian's sitting with Zav.
Okay. So, Urian hops on the ATV. You, Zav, you've taken 2 actions to stop and then allow to get on. As you look up on top of the roof and can see that the creature, for the first time, the last remaining pieces of its human clothing falling off as its webbed cloak that it's had on its back doesn't grow wings but grows webbing, like a glider's webbing, and jumps and starts gliding towards the two of you. and narrowly misses the ATV as it plunges face first into the ground. Now, quickly popping over to Regina, who's making her way into the camp.
Mm-hmm.
Just seeing the lights, she can see something big floating, flying through the sky. She can see two of her classmates. They appear to have some kind of vehicle. And she's about to take a step. A beak pierces through her chest.
God.
Can we see this?
Nope. She's in complete darkness as she falls to the ground. And we'll cut back over to Urian.
Is there anything on the ATV that I can use?
Roll a target number. It's going to be an awareness check for this one.
I got a 1 in that shit.
I'm going to say a 10. Target number 10.
Okay. Okay. Oh, 17.
17. Looking through the belongings in the small little ute tray of the ATV, you find a survival kit, included in which is a flare gun.
God fucking damn it. God fucking damn it.
Was that an action, by the way?
That was an action, yeah.
Alrighty. All right. I'm gonna cap out my actions here. I'm gonna shove the flag out of my teeth, light up a thing, just yeet at the boy first of all. So that's my pyrokinesis.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna grab that flag gun, aim, and.
All right. Cool. All right.
Let me
Okay.
just note down first of all that I now have a motherfucking flag gun.
Okay.
Flag gun. Whee!
So roll your pyrokinesis. Start
Pyrokinesis.
with.
13.
13. Yep. So that hits.
Cool. And I'll roll my other one as well. What's the other one? What am I looking for? I have improvisation.
So flare gun. You're looking for a hunting gear roll.
Fuck! I had none of that shit.
All right. So that will be a that's going to be an 11.
Righto, Speedio. 18.
18. All right. Cool.
Okay, so first of all, I shall roll my d6 for the flamey flames.
Mm-hmm.
3.
Okay.
And my flare gun.
Flare gun is a D8.
Oh, a d8. A new form of dice. Where is my d8? Is this a d8? This is a d8. Yeah. 4.
4. All right.
Rolling for a whopping 5 damage.
Okay.
All 5.
Again, it doesn't like fire, but same as your blows before. Singe it, burn off, bounce off. It doesn't really do too much.
Doesn't look like it's stunned or anything like that now, like after me having done that?
No, it's still looking pretty good. Xavier.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like floor it.
All right.
Ring, ding, 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 ding.
So you floor it. You get up the driveway, up back onto the dirt road, and start heading back the way down to town.
Mm-hmm.
It is on your tail. It runs up onto the road as much as it can, kind of running like on all fours in a way, trying to catch you. It is falling behind very quickly. You keep driving. It keeps trying to chase you. You keep glancing back.
Just an FYI, by the way, if my turn comes up at somewhere between this, I'm going to be using that turn to juice back up, and then I'm just going to keep effectively tossing, flare gunning.
Oh, it's well without outside your range.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, no, fair enough then.
Yeah.
I'm just going to just be sitting there, keeping an eye, like look around and shit like that, try and see if there's anything else in the surrounding area that like we've not fucking been aware of.
Yeah. So you're driving back. The creature's chasing you as much as it can. You're both hearing the sounds of these bizarre barking noises, screaming from what you can only assume to be other students, perhaps teachers. You're not quite sure. You don't really know the complete gravity of what's happened. You don't know where Tiffany is. You don't know where the students are. You don't know where the teachers are. All you know is that you're on this road heading back to town. Eventually, the creature gives up on chasing, and the brake lights slowly... The red light from the brake light slowly... It disappears from view. Can't even see the glint in its eyes or the outline of its figure. All you know is that you've escaped with your lives. For now. And that's where we're going to end.
Oh, man. We lost Tiffany.
And Regina.
And Regina.
And
Regina.
Regina.
And
And
Mikhail.
Sydney. And Mikhail. And Miss Trabowski.
See, I was the one that rolled shit, and I'm the one that got alive. So
This is what happens, Rosie, when you split the party.
that's what I was thinking. I was
You
like,
split
I
first.
split the party. We can't help you get down.
Look,
You don't hear us.
I am going to say that I think that splitting up in this case was actually probably a good idea. Because there
I
was
mean, that's the only way the ATV was going to get got, yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff that could have happened, but we all know that the dice roll a certain way sometimes.
They
Yeah.
do.
Yeah. But all in all, there we go. 2 of you got out alive.
I want to know why people turn into
Yeah.
monsters, though. How do
I really want to know
what's
as well.
the secret?
Hmm.
I also want to know, was I keeping that thing stunned every time that I was throwing fire at it once it was stunned? Or was it just a case of like, I just got fucking lucky? Like, that is, I want to know the mechanic behind it. I want to know more about these things. I want to know what the hell's going on with them.
Is this like a thing we can pick up at like at that later point, or is this
I'd love
like
to.
done and done?
I'd
For
love
sure.
to.
I mean, yeah. The answers to those kind of questions may be resolved at one point in the future. We can absolutely return to this. This doesn't have to be a one and done kind of deal. Even if we want to pick up with a new story, but same system, different characters, something like that, we can absolutely do that as well.
Mhm.
But yeah, this was a really good chance for me to test out some of the like real horror aspects I had, especially around creature design. And I'm really happy with how they paid off because the questions that you just asked just then are exactly what I wanted you guys to have those questions still in your mind. Like, how is this working? What is happening? What's going on? Because that is what horror is.
I put it in the chat earlier that I thought that this was some kind of like almost like a vampire-esque kind of creature, in that not only was it, absorbing blood and regaining health from it, but on top of that, you could hit it with a stake, and staking it would hurt it. That's what I gathered from, that wood thing. And so I was like, oh, damn, this is awesome. Like, if this is some kind of weird vampire Nosferatu variant,
They're
Yeah.
undead though because they couldn't really die. They just got like stunned and then they got back up.
Well,
Yeah.
what I was gathering from what was expressed is that it needed like a final hit sort of thing, but a proper physical hit, because what I was doing to it wasn't sufficient. So whether that's like hitting it with a fucking silver bullet, or stabbing it with silver bullet, or silver something, or stabbing it with a stake, or something to that effect. That's kind of like what I took. But I mean, that's,
We need to revivify Tiffany, by the way. Yeah.
I don't know, Tiffany about
No,
to be
in a
more
horror
fucking
game. In a horror
mummy
game,
of
nah.
mummy of spiderlings.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yep.
Yeah.
Spider Mummy Tiffany. Make it a thing, guys, please.
Wolf
Yeah.
reborn.
Absolutely. Well, look,
Real spiky.
I am happy to answer some of those questions. If anyone in the chat doesn't want to see like how the sausage is made or behind the DM screen, then log off now. And thank you for joining, and thank you so much for Laps and for Gun on your feedback there. I'm really glad that you enjoyed it. I had a really fun time putting it all together and running it and playing it and seeing how it all played out. And it's one of those things, and it's just the typical thing of being a game master. You don't know how something's going to play out, and I didn't see it going this way, but it did, and I had a lot of fun. So I'm really glad you guys had fun too.
Yeah.
But yeah, look, I'll tell you a little bit about what I based these creatures around, the reason why I made a couple of choices the way I did, real quick before we wrap up. But again, if you're someone that doesn't want to see that kind of thing, then, log out the chat now and I won't be offended at all. But basically, yes, you were right, Frankie. I based these on vampires. But the idea I had in my head was that I wanted to go the opposite of like an Edward Cullen. I didn't want to make something that was, human, but, looked good or attractive or like anything like that. I didn't want to go down. I wanted to go the complete opposite. And the way I did that was like, well, I love Cthulhian horror. I love Lovecraft. I love the fear and the strangeness of the unknown. So I wanted to create something that was both familiar, yet very different from anything that you've probably seen before. So that's why, like, the fire, the steak, if you went in the kitchen and maybe found some garlic, there might have been a specific way it would have interacted with that, which I had planned. So I wanted to be familiar enough for you guys to have a bit of an idea about, okay, I kind of know how to fight this thing. Even though it's a bit metagamey, I kind of know what's going on. But at the same time,
that as the characters, but also kind of know, because vampires are, public mythos.
Exactly. So yeah, I wanted to create that sort of thing. Like, we kind of know what's going on, but we also really don't. And yeah, so that's why I come up with that. And then in terms of like what happens, why are these things here? What do they do? What was the purpose of the beaks? Why was it laying eggs? How did that kid have the thing, like the alien thing? That's the thing I also love about cosmic horror, and again, Lovecraft and Cthulhu, is the fact that you don't know the answer. You probably never will find out the answer, but that's the point. And horror, fear of the unknown is one of the biggest things in horror. So knowing that something is terrible, but not knowing what its intentions are, how it got there, what it plans to do, how it's being made, where did it come from, not knowing the answer to that question is what adds that extra level of suspense, because you don't know what's going to happen next. So, yeah.
I think that's the thing about like phobias and fears is people focus on the concept. For example, like the fear of heights. It's not really the fear of heights themselves. It's the fear of falling from great heights.
Yeah.
And like actually nailing what the fear is truly meant to be. In this case, it's the fear of the unknown. You have no idea what this is, what it does, or why it does it.
Yeah.
Nor do you understand the concept of what it's thinking.
Yeah.
Is like, Cthulhian in and of itself and really awesome. But then like also just kind of like it's raw, so it makes it more visceral.
Yeah. Exactly.
I enjoyed a lot.
Well, I'm glad. And again, like I didn't want to sugarcoat it or anything like that. I was like, no, this is horror. This is horrible things that are happening, and this is not like a watered down version of it. This is nasty. But end of the day, look, I'm really glad you guys had fun. I'm glad you enjoyed the system. I'm definitely not going to explain that to you guys because I don't want any metagaming at all, especially if we bring this back. But try and remember what you've learned there. The fact that you did a lot of damage to something. You got it to a point where in traditional D&D it would probably just be, it's dead, but it's not. Because that is going to be a kind of if we do bring this series back, or if we do another game and there is like a bossy type thing like there was again, try and remember that message that just because it's down doesn't mean it's dead. And the only clue I'll give you guys towards that is another classic horror movie trope where it's like the slasher at the end of the movie. Like, you can hit him with an axe, you can sometimes cut off his head and he just keeps coming back. But then it's not until someone blows up a house and the house comes crumbling down and it's like, whew, okay, thank God that's over. There's no way it's walking away from that. And then there's that always like the hand reaching up from the fire and like coming back to slay, kind of deal. So that's the kind of theme I wanted to go for, especially when it comes to horror, is the fact that sometimes you might be able to kill these things and they'll stay dead. Sometimes they might not be able to stay dead. But yeah, that's where that came from anyway. But it is late, and thank you, Laps. Thank you, Gun. Thank you, Cloud. Thank you, everyone else in the chat. Thank you, everyone who came along and watched. I'm really glad you guys had fun. And thanks to all you players. I'm sorry I killed you, Rose. Well, technically, I didn't.
You killed yourself.
The bat did.
The bat and poor choices.
The bat and... Look, I think that
Aw.
good choices, but dice rolls were just that little bit not in your favor. You were so close to getting out. Did you have 1 hit point left? Yeah, I thought
Imagine
so.
if Rosie got like the what I had. I didn't get to use it.
Yeah, exactly.
That'll teach us for not writing notes.
Well,
I'm never not writing notes again. Like, I was thinking about writing notes the whole fucking time, and I was just like, no, it's a one shot. I won't have to worry. I'll remember all of this. It wasn't a fucking one shot.
it was a
In
2
a
shot.
fortnight.
Yeah. And we did it a month apart as well, so I think you guys did well. Yeah, really, really good. Really good. I had a lot of fun, and I hope you guys did too.
I do want to bring Urian back for more shit, though. I do like Urian.
Yeah.
This is
Awesome.
fun.
Well, yeah, we'll talk. And look, Halloween's coming up soon. That's always
Ooh.
a good excuse to do something horror related. So, you know what? We might do some more D&D and then maybe come back in Halloween time for a Halloween special or Christmas special. That's always good to do horror with. You know?
Yeah.
I love like
Krampus.
Krampus and all that crap. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why does spooky season have to be the only spooky time when you can have spooky time all the time?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly right. Yeah, cool. All right, we'll figure that out and we'll come back and we'll build some new stories from there. But yes, absolutely. I always throw in little hints through my starting monologues, and that's why I spent so much time writing them. So yeah. Whenever I do a monologue, especially for a one shot, be making notes because you might start to get a bit of a hint, like it's a werewolf or something. So yeah, look, it is pretty late, so I think we're just going to sign off for tonight. Thanks again to everyone who came along and watched. Thanks again, players, and we'll see you guys next Wednesday for an art stream.
Yay.
Yay!
Yay! All right. Have fun, everyone. Have a good night, good weekend, good week. Bye-bye.
Oh boy.
Bye.
Take care now. Bye bye then.